TV on 93.5 and 107.5. The Fan.
I'm going to tell you what, this is it's funny. People go, it's a crappy day outside. But I don't think it's a crappy day because there's no more snow really left on the ground. It's not like minus degrees or anything like that. It's not freezing. I mean, it is around 50. It's raining. It's gray. Welcome to this time of year. But I'll take it over what we've had to deal with in the past week, I guess, right now. And I also will take it because it's on a Thursday and because we're at Coach's Tavern and it's a Larceny Bourbon Locks and a Luna Azul Tequila Shots Week 16. You know how much I love this. And then when I bring him on in a second, he's going to tell us this is the final one before the end of the year, which I knew this was coming, but it always is a relative kick in the groin to me when I know this is going to be the final one before the end of the year, and it makes me sad. So we're going to make this extra special for you, and I'll explain in just a second. Now, some of the topics that we'll get into, I know I got the Butler AD, Grant Linedecker, is going to join us, I think, at the bottom of the hour. And he doesn't go by AD. It's like vice president of making sure everything falls into place, whatever it is. But Grant's going to join us coming up at the bottom of the hour, and we'll talk with him about the Indy Classic, putting that together, and the Butler programs right now, and I'm sure NIL funding, all that. In the bottom of the hour with Grant is going to join us. That is cool. And then we'll do our Week 16 Larceny Bourbon Locks, Luna Azul Tequila Shots. And then after that, Mike Chappell of CBS 4 and Fox 59 will join us. He's going to come on here and explain today why we find ourselves in this situation again where head coach says one thing and then Anthony Richardson Sr., I'll be honest with you, I really don't care. I don't care. I don't care if he plays or if he doesn't play, if he can't. I mean, we've seen it, right? Do I think they need a downfield threat? Yes. Would I be satisfied if I thought he was going to be out there and ready to go and be able to throw it down the field? No, probably not. No. I mean, we've seen that act before. I would hope for him he could, but it's not like I'm going to believe in it. But the other thing you don't end up believing is why can't this team ever be on the stinking same page with anything? Why is that? Why does Shane Steichen say, well, you know what, he's got trouble with his vision? I'm paraphrasing on this, too. And then Richardson later says, you know what, I'm just fine. I'm going to explain it to you. Here's why that happens. Thank you so much. This happens because you have Shane Steichen that probably really doesn't want to put any thought about why aren't you playing Anthony Richardson? Why aren't you trying him again? Because he wants to stick with this guy, Phillip Rivers. Because they believe that Phillip Rivers gives them the best opportunity to win and win on Monday night. On the other hand, if you're Anthony Richardson, and this is where Jake and I agree, and then I'll take it even further, Anthony Richardson is going to tell everybody that he's okay and he's ready to go because he probably is okay and ready to go. I mean, hell, what is he, like 23 years old? I'd be okay and ready to go too. If everybody in the world is telling me that I'm a bust, I want to get out there and try to play. Plus, he wants to prove to everybody that this is not about his health and he's not made of glass. So I completely understand it, but holy hell, can somebody over there maybe get everybody on the same page at some point? That'd be great. That really would be great. Alas, there's been one consistency over the years with this organization, and that is exactly kind of this, well, this is one side of it, this is the other side of it. And again, I know when I mentioned at the outset, it really doesn't matter to me. I know I emphasize it as if it matters to me, but I'm trying to clarify for you exactly what's going on. I mean, there's one side that doesn't really want to have to deal with it right now because they have 44-year-old Phillip Rivers under center. They believe in him. That's who they want to go with. And they don't want everybody asking a lot of questions. Hey, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Really, there are legitimate questions why you're not doing it. But they don't want to mess with that. And then if you're Anthony Richardson, yeah, I'm ready to go. Let's do it. Let's get out there and go. I'm good. Yeah, vision. I'm not bumping into stuff. I'm not running into poles or I'm walking down the street or anything like that. I'm all good. You know, plus he's got the whole tapping out thing to deal with. I mean, he's trying to solidify himself. And not just here, but further down the road, someplace else in the NFL. So it all makes a lot of sense. But again, here in Indy, it makes the most sense because you got one side saying one thing, in this case the head coach, and the other side, which is the backup quarterback, saying the other thing. So that is where we are today. That is the normal soap opera stuff that we have going on here. Monday night, of course, you have Frisco in town against the Colts. We'll get to more of that coming up a little bit later on. The awful story regarding Greg Biffle. And this goes back, and I'm going to give NASCAR credit now, but in particular IMS, because they always get, I don't know if you guys have noticed, they always get a driver on with me, it seems like. And, that had been kind of few and far between over the years. But back when they really did that, back when these guys were at the forefront, one of the better drivers to talk to was that of Greg Biffle, because he was multi-dimensional. He was enjoyable. He was thoughtful. I mean, all the things that you talk about often with athletes. And obviously the plane crash news out of North Carolina today is awful. Absolutely awful. He is one of the good guys. Always has been. And really, when I look at him, he was successful as a driver. But most importantly, he was so successful just as a good dude and a humanitarian in working for the betterment of others. He was always so good at that, as well as anybody. And you absolutely hate the news that has transpired down in North Carolina today. I mean, it is a tough situation. That is a story that we will continue to follow regarding the plane crash and Greg Biffle. I know Jake had that with Adam Alexander. That was a really thoughtful and insightful interview. But no, seriously, Greg Biffle was a good dude, and he was one of the better interviews. He was just a well-rounded individual. It was more than just about racing. And we are sorry to see that today. I digress. Pacers Knicks coming up later on tonight at the Field House. The Emirates Cup champion Knicks in town. We'll go over that coming up in just a little bit. Dev's the on-site engineer. Kurt Gerald's is in today for James, who's got 3,000 days of PTO, evidently, and he's using that today, as I think everybody should, on a Thursday and Friday. But I will give James credit. James is still working behind the scenes to make sure everything runs smoothly, and we do appreciate that. That is the list that we're talking about today of guests coming up. But let me talk about those that are here right now at Coach's Tavern. We love this place, and to my right, informed me a little bit earlier that this is the final of the year of 2025. Larceny Bourbon Locks, Luna Azul Tequila Shots. Something about Christmas and New Year's Day. My thought was, who gives a crap? Let's do it. But I guess we're not doing anything, right? This is it?
John, unfortunately, it is, my
Darn
friend.
It.
This is
man, you're breaking my heart.
Hey, you and me both, man. I mean,
Tony Braxton once said, "Unbreak my heart, unbreak my heart."
Well, hey, we'll pick it up in we'll pick it up back in the new year of 26. How about that?
Right
but
on.
Today makes it even more special, and we all, like you mentioned, we love being here at Coach's. We got Tommy Sutton. Tommy, how are you, man? Good to be back here.
I love you, Tommy S.
Hey, JMV, Holvig, welcome back to Coach's. Good to see you guys here as always.
Tommy S. and I went to so many playoff games together.
We did, didn't we?
What a great run!
What a run!
that
And now
was.
you look at the team, and you're just like, man, what happened? I understand it's injuries.
I do too. Well, the Sunday crap against the Wizards, my ass on that. I mean, that was a joke.
Well,
and
I think- and
I'm not going to go over there and watch that.
Carlisle can't call those guys.
And
out.
he should have came out and called those guys out, because that
The
was a
Wizards are
half-ass affair
terrible.
right there.
Terrible.
Yeah, that was a half-ass affair. You do that tonight against the Knicks, and even if they are euphoric about the Emirates Cup championship in Vegas, they're going to run you off the floor. And I don't think you ever want that against the Knicks. And let's just face it, there is that rivalry from the last two playoffs with that team later on tonight,
Knicks fans
Tommy.
are
Yes?
still talking trash about getting.
Well,
beat
and
by
Knicks
the
fans
Flash.
got all excited about this Emirates Cup thing, and nobody really cares.
No,
Let's
nobody
face it, nobody cares.
Well,
Yeah.
Their coach, what's his name?
Mike Brown?
Mike Brown, thank you. Said we're not going to raise a banner over winning that because it's meaningless.
Well, I think Spike Lee raised the banner already. Spike Lee and Stephen A. Smith. That is, to me, that is like the never won jack squat when you're excited as you are about that crap.
Who's more hated in Indianapolis? Spike Lee or Tom Brady?
Tom Brady or Spike Lee?
I'd say Spike Lee.
I'd say Spike Lee.
I would too.
I got to respect Tom Brady. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
I don't. You know what? It's funny. I respect the fact that you can look at this now or you can look at it in the past as more of rivalry. I think we need to dislike more people around here because that means, what's up, guys? That means things are going well. That means you're good and you have rivals. We've been kind of in this middling state for such a long time. It's, well, I don't really hate them. I don't really love them. You know what I mean? You want to be able to really, as a sports fan, get deeply rooted into disliking somebody, and that means you're good.
Who's the Colts' biggest rival? Is it the Texans? Is it the Jaguars?
Well, right now, it
was the Patriots for
all
years.
over the map. Yeah, for years. Tommy S., how you doing, brother?
Doing great. Got a good weekend coming up. We got the Rams and the Seahawks tonight.
You do?
We'll be showing that game. I believe that is for all the gyms, right? The winner takes over first place in the NFC.
That is correct.
And the NFC West.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, we got the Pacers tonight. Tomorrow
Bama,
night,
Oklahoma, buddy boy.
Oklahoma, Bama. Let's see who's going to get their butts beat by those Indiana Hoosiers at the Rose Bowl.
How weird is that saying, for the right to play IU in the next round of the college football playoff, Oklahoma and Alabama? That's sweet.
That is sweet.
Yeah.
If anybody had come to me 4 years ago, and said, listen, this guy's going to come to IU. He's going to turn your program around overnight. And you're going to have a Heisman Trophy winner, a Big Ten championship, an undefeated season.
Yes.
And
then I'm going to watch 60 Minutes last week, too, for the first time in my life.
You have an opportunity to knock Alabama out of the CFP. I just said, I'm calling the nut house right now.
You're crazy, yeah. But all that's happened, and wow, what a run, huh?
Got me to watch 60 Minutes for that's the first time I ever watched 60 Minutes
me too.
on Sunday.
Same, absolutely.
Normally I go, I can't change the channel quick enough when I hear that to stop watching.
Well, no, you go right over to Sunday Night Football in America.
Got to get the hell out of Dodge, man, because immediately it's something incredibly depressing, and then all of a sudden you're boom, here we go.
Yeah, who got blown up today?
Yeah, I mean it's just some ridiculous stuff that you don't want to hear, and for the first time I was watching 60 Minutes.
Well, I tell you, Kirk Cinetti can do nothing wrong, in my opinion. That guy is he's a god at IU. There'll be a statue of him.
Well, he is definitely a wizard of sorts right now because everything he does.
That's straight sorcery.
Who had the 80s dance track? Was it Midnight Star, Midas Touch? Got the Midas Touch.
Oh, everything he touches is gold, yeah.
Midas Touch. Yeah, that was a great dance song back in the day. And everything he does. And Tommy, part of the equation here is, it's one thing to have, this NIL funding that they have money to spend, but you also have to pick out the right players. I mean, you can't bring in their horse's ass to mess up the works or anything like that. Everybody he's selected, he has been really good and regimented about how and who he brings in to best benefit his team.
And Fernando Mendoza, he was basically, I don't want to say a nobody, but a nobody coming out of high school. He's a 2-star recruit. This guy's a Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah.
This guy's going to be a number 1 overall pick next year.
The Midas Touch. Is that Midnight Star? Kurt, look that up. You got to play that back in for us a little bit later on as Kurt Geralds is back in the studio with Large City Bourbon Locks, Luna Azul Tequila Shots. We've got week number 16 coming up here in the 4 o'clock hour. That's Tommy S. Brett Halverson is also here. How did we do last week?
Last week, John, you went 9-7. I went 8-8. Mr. Cordo went 8-8, and Troy, the $1 better, came out hot. He made $34. He said last week. He was 11-5.
He was.
He came out hot last week. Yeah.
What am I on the season right now?
You are.
Am I still, as Santana once famously said, winning?
You are. Let's see. You're 7 games above 500. So yes.
But I have been sliding recently. There's been a slide. This late season has been a struggle. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, you've been for the majority though. These 11-5s, you were dropping early, and then kind of middled out, and then you brought a couple low ones in there. But you're still above 500.
This week was kind of like the Colts in Berlin for me right here. I mean, you didn't do that great, but you survived. The rest of it's been like the Colts otherwise, and that's losing.
Yeah. That's a good way to look at it.
I know it.
But hey, we've got week 16 in front of us, which it's just amazing. We've already gone through almost a whole season. A couple weeks left, of course. Like I say, we're going to be out due to the holiday. Mr. Chris Kringle joined us next Thursday.
I can't do that. We got to be going out. We got to go out.
You know what? Here's a good thing though. The next year, right? It's going to be on a different day. So our Thursdays will open back up, and we're going to have 6 years of being able to roll through the holidays.
New Year's Eve on a Wednesday is kind of whack.
It is kind of whack.
Yeah, it is.
It is. It's tough.
What's the best day to have New Year's Eve of the week and the worst day to have New Year's Eve? You guys, as Tommy as a bar owner, I'm sorry, Tommy as a bar owner, and Brent as somebody that works in it, what's the best day of the week and the worst day of the week? You think to have New Year's Eve?
I think a Friday or Saturday would be your best New Year's Eve possibility.
Yeah, I agree.
Monday would be your worst, because at least when Christmas and New Year's fall on a Friday, everybody's off.
Yeah.
They're going to come out Thursday, come out Friday,
Right.
come out Saturday. Everybody's got a 4-day weekend, so we'll be okay. We'll do just fine on New Year's Eve.
I think actually this year even too, right? So you're looking at Wednesday night. That's a great Wednesday night, right? That's going to bring a great Wednesday night for you.
It is, and we're going to be open. We're usually closed on New Year's Day because I give everybody a day off to relax. And
Pretty
chill.
big game on New Year's Day this
I heard
year.
There's this big game that, and hey, I'll be out there in Pasadena.
Are you
Oh, you're going?
I am
Oh, wow,
going.
that's awesome. man.
I might never see this ever in my
Sure.
life again. So
Sure.
You and Clayton Anderson are going together, I guess.
Yeah, Clayton's coming
A
out.
little
We
old
got-
lady from Pasadena.
And by the way, Clayton Anderson, congratulations, just got married to his lovely wife.
Wait a minute.
You didn't know this?
Well, I just saw
He
him
was
in
just here. We
15
just
minutes
talked to him.
ago. He
Oh.
didn't tell me he got married.
yeah, Clayton and Hannah got married last Friday
Did they
Wow.
really? Where'd they get married?
at the courthouse, and they had a big celebration over across the street. And
I didn't get invited to the wedding.
it was very last minute.
That's a kick in my junk right there.
It was very last minute. I guess Clayton's grandma was not doing too well. And
okay.
She
Yeah.
wanted to see the ceremony, and
Yeah.
God bless her. And Clayton's just such a good guy.
I love me some Hannah too, by the way.
Oh, Hannah's a sweetheart.
I love
Sweetheart.
me. And I say this all the time, Tommy. I love the way that you guys all are friends, all the bar owners. You all frequent each other's place. And it's just, I love that downtown. I think that brings a synergy for downtown that is necessary.
You got to spread the love, not just downtown, but I get out and I go to Joe's Grill, see Nally and Miller and
Mousetrap with us
Free
last
Spirit,
week.
Mousetrap. Support. I love supporting the local bars.
Absolutely.
To just keep that money here, right in Indianapolis.
Yes, that's
and,
my man. Well done.
That's what it's all about. There's a tight-knit community too, right? Everybody, we're all going through the ups, the downs, the trials and tribulations together. So
Sure.
it's pretty awesome.
All right, so you guys tell me some of the games we should be talking about here tonight. Tommy, I think already brought that up as well. Got some Saturday affairs coming up this week as
I
well.
heard that there's a big game Saturday night, Mr. Holverson.
How about
Yes,
that,
sir.
Brent Holverson?
Two
on
Saturday night games coming up consecutively.
Is that one played
for
in
the,
Gary
Green Bay
too? Are they going to play
Packers.
that first game in Gary? By the way, I said this a little bit earlier. It needs to be in Roselawn. How about that? The Sun Club. Is that what the Sun Club is? The news colony
yes,
up
it
there?
is.
Yeah, the Ponderosa Sun Club Stadium in Roselawn, Indiana.
Clothing optional.
So it was always my dream to go up there and see all the Lynn sisters back in the 80s. Amber, Portia, Ginger. They were all last name Lynn. They were all sisters, weren't they?
How awesome would it be
Hey,
for Indiana to
Yeah.
have two professional football
Well,
teams?
you're Brent Musburger. You're looking live
Yeah.
at the sold-out Ponderosa Sun Club Stadium in Roselawn, Indiana. And this pregame show is presented by High Society Magazine. That's beautiful. That's like my dream right there, Tommy. It's like cross-pollinating two things like football, right, and 80s porn. right there.
Bring it all in full circle right there. That's
Right
awesome.
there.
That's great.
No, I could teach a class. I once wrote a paper at Indiana State about the evolution of porn in the 1980s.
Is that right?
And my English professor, let me see if I can remember his name. He's no longer with us right now at Indiana State. He pulled me aside and he goes, "I gave you a B+ on this. I thought it was well written, but are you on drugs? Because you're nuts." What's wrong with you? So it was awesome. But no, seriously, we may end up seeing the Bears one of these days in Northwest Indiana.
Wow.
The Bears in the armpit, which would be nice for you because you don't like the Bears anyway, and that's where you think they are in general, in the armpit.
That's very well said, and I concur with all of your verbiage there. But I tell you what, that is going to be a tough game coming up Saturday night for
It's
the
going to be a
Packers.
tough one. So, sorry to hear about all the injuries. The Packers.
Oh man, that
Micah
was
Parsons.
that's
my goodness.
brutal. That's a brutal blow.
He was having an All-Pro year.
He was, and I was talking to somebody else earlier about this. What he did, even when he wasn't causing all that activity to go on, he created the quarterback mindset of I don't have time.
Yeah.
I've got to get rid of this ball because one's going to come shooting around that corner quickly. And that going away, I mean, we still got some defensive action out there.
The threat is what it's called.
Is what it
Yes, it
is
You have
what's
to
going to be
worry
missed
about
out
that
on.
number one coming at you. You don't have time to. You just got to get rid of the ball.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
And J.J. McCarthy did not understand that in his first meeting against the Packers in Green Bay.
I will say this, Tommy. I think there are a lot of fans that don't understand that. Maybe even people in the media don't understand. It's one thing. I always said this about Miles Turner. Everybody went, all over Miles Turner here, but he was a threat. Maybe he only had a block or two in a game, but he was a threat.
You knew he was there.
He did run dudes out of the lane because they knew he was going to be down there. And without that threat for the Pacers, and I know it's not now because I know that they are getting some blocks. I know Huff is doing a good job, but you have to have that threat, whether it's in the game of basketball or football, coming off the edge and thinking, you know what, Rick Venturi calls them ambient players, guys that are going to keep you up at night thinking about how they could foobar your game. And Micah Parsons certainly is one of those, Brent.
Oh, he is. And he again, what he brings just in his skills, number one, that showcases, you're right, Tommy. He's had a great year. What was the stat? 5 years in a row of 12 consecutive sacks and all this stuff that he's done his career. And to tear the ACL this year seems to be the thing that is just going
ACL
rampant.
And Achilles.
And Achilles, both, right? I mean,
The
that's
calf injuries.
Yeah.
Soft tissue issues in the leg area.
Absolutely. It's been
Been
brutal.
done that.
It has absolutely been brutal.
Ryan Miller's not had a soft tissue issue yet, has he?
No, he's got a little larceny to keep those tissues strong. It's known to do that,
Ryan Miller in the house representing Joe.
Ryan Lehrman from
See, I
Blend
love
Cigar
how
Bar.
you guys all get together.
And
and
hey,
hang
we
with
also
another,
have
man.
Brian Lehrman here representing
know.
Blend up at 82nd.
Shout out to
Green.
Brian. We were at Blend last January, I think, right?
We were.
Brian showed me the humidor they have.
They got a pretty special
Oh, it's
place up
something
there,
else.
too. It really
The humidor,
is.
is better than my living room.
I want to build one of those in my house, okay?
I go, God, this is like better than more luxurious than my living room right here. Their humidor Blend. No, but man, seriously, we got that coming up at 4:00. Anything else you want to add, guys, before we hit a break here?
Hey, college playoff football, like we talked about, starting this weekend. Tomorrow night, Alabama,
and then,
Oklahoma.
Saturday, we got 3 games.
3 games.
3 CFP games. Obviously, Eagles, Commanders, and Packers, Bears. Huge
Tomorrow
game.
night, absolutely.
That's Saturday, and then Sunday we'll have all the NFL action, and it's Monday Night Football.
Monday Night Football here in downtown Indianapolis.
When was the last time that we had a Monday Night Football?
Man, I don't know. That's a good
At
question.
Lucas, it's been a while.
It's been a few years, and
the interest has dwindled for this one too. It's unfortunate. I'm trying to build it back up here by ripping on the organization.
Come
That
on,
gets
guys,
everybody
come out and
fired
support
up.
the Colts. They're not dead, okay?
Well, here's what's funny about it, Tommy S. They're still right there.
They are. I mean,
You
they
win
had a
2
great
out of the
start.
last 3, you probably go to the postseason. The numbers say so. You win 3 out of the last 3, you certainly go to the postseason. But I think most people out there believe you're probably not going to win any of the last 3.
You got to beat Jacksonville here at home, and you got to
Houston
beat
on the road.
Houston on the road,
And then
which
San
is-
Fran with a 44-year-old quarterback, and San Fran's going to be dialed in to their exploits. So,
hey, they said last week Colts game was the most watched Colts game
on CBS here in Indy.
Yes, yeah, ever, like in the last
Last
7 years, 5 years.
Yeah.
So that the excitement of just wanting to see what Mr. Rivers is going to do was out there, and hey, they about pulled it off.
Rivers looked
about
as good
pulled
as
it
he
off.
could for a guy that hasn't thrown a pass in 5 years.
Absolutely.
I mean,
He's
they
a
really-
good
they had a
game
shot.
manager.
But he is so limited down the field, and
He
it
is.
hamstrings you, man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Sure.
it just does. I mean, if you're thinking, I just want them to throw a jump ball or two to Alec Pierce to try to loosen anything up whatsoever, just anything whatsoever.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. But again, it's a big game. It'd be a great time to come down to Coaches and watch it if
Come
you're not
down to
going to the
Coach's
game, right?
pregame.
That's
Hey,
it.
the drinks here are a lot cheaper than they are at Lucas Oil.
That is 100% right, and they're a little bit. They got some good power
get
to
a
them.
better pour.
Gonna get a little better pour. That's
You're gonna
right.
get better food.
Love a
too.
great
Good.
place with a great pour.
That's
Tommy
what it's
S.
all about.
This is
That's
Coach's
right.
Tavern.
And the
Not an
food here is
overpour, not a short
spectacular.
pour, just a perfect
The
pour.
perfect pour. There you go.
Our
Love
good
that.
friend Gutshot Greg says, I have a great story regarding Roselawn for you.
Ooh.
Maybe, what is that, Nudes a Poppin' they used to have? Didn't Ron Jeremy used to go to Nudes a Poppin' all the time? If there's a human being in our lifetime that ever shouldn't have been nude but was always
It
nude,
was him. It was Ron Jeremy.
I mean,
Absolutely.
seriously, go, man. Why? And see, that's what I always thought. The whole nudist colony, when we were young, it was always, oh, man, nude, really? But if you thought about it, the only people that run around nude at nudist colonies
Bunch of
are the
old
ones,
dudes.
well, they're the ones that you want them to keep clothes on in the first place.
Right.
I want to see you naked, all right? The ones that have clothes on, those are the ones you normally want to see naked right there. All right,
Yeah.
Brett, ready to go?
Let's do it.
Now,
Absolutely.
let's do a final one right here for the year of 2025. Tommy, yes, you good too?
Glad to have you guys here for the final one. It's a shame it's the final one. NFL season, it's here and it's gone.
God, man, I'm going to tell you what, quick, but we're going to enjoy it today. You guys can join us, and Grant Leindecker is going to join us coming up on the other side. The Vice President and Director of Athletics for Butler. We've got Mike Chappell, 5 o'clock hour, and Brent's great friend Kevin Todd for a final time this year, too, coming up at 5:30. Your
Outstanding,
buddy,
my boy.
Your bro's going to be here.
That's right.
Kevin Todd, Brent's bro is going to be here. Coach's Tavern. Let's look for you. The samples are flowing. Hey, don't be a stranger. We'd love to see you. Week 16 picks coming up, too. We've got the stream the app, HD Radio, AAA Membership Lounge via YouTube Live. Let's get this thing fired up on a Thursday at Coach's Downtown, 93.5, 107.5 The Fan.
This is James with Price Point Comfort Heating and Cooling.
There we go, boy.
Out working during the holidays. I always love getting to customers' houses. They're baking, getting the free cookies or the cakes or things you're going to take home with you. Sometimes you're there helping somebody on Christmas Day, and it becomes a benefit. My wife's like, "Oh, you had to work today," and I don't tell her about the case of cookies I got in the truck that I got while I was at Mrs. Jones's house. So we're here if you need us. You're part of our family.
Price Point Comfort Heating and Cooling is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Get ready to hoop. It's back. Time to try your skills at Night Owls Thursday, December 18th with the fans' very own Jake Query from 7:30 to 9:30 with Michelob Ultra's Mini Hoops Challenge. Michelob Ultra Mini Hoops Challenge gives you a chance to win a Michelob Ultra basketball jersey and punch your ticket to the Mini Hoops Finals, where a trip to see Indiana versus Milwaukee in Milwaukee on February 6th is on the line, complete with a hotel gift card and $100 Visa gift card. Visit 1075thefan.com today to see all the locations and details.
Eventgroup.com. First things first, though, Monday Night Football, Frisco in town. Make sure you're a part of it. Bullseye, Eventgroup.com. The Colts VIP tailgate presented by Hayes & Sons Restoration. If I can get Kurt on the same page with me in a bit, we're going to give away some passes as well for what is going to be a spectacular time on Monday night with Bullseye, Eventgroup.com.
Food insecurity is an urgent problem, one that impacts real Hoosiers. You can help today. Gleaners needs donations. Your contribution goes further with Gleaners. For every $10 you give, Gleaners leverages their resources to turn your $10 into $90 worth of groceries for families who desperately need help right now. Your gift benefits local community members, and every dollar counts. Gleaners also needs volunteers now to help with warehouse distribution. Go to gleaners.org and donate or get involved today.
JMV here for my friends at Premier Weight Loss. You know what's funny? When I was in my teens, body exploration meant something completely different than it does now that I'm 56 years of age. I can say now that it means, where am I on my weight loss journey? Down nearly 80 pounds. How about my body fat percentage? Down from 35% to 13%. Now it's time to add muscle mass, or lean mass, if you will, with the tone stimulation machine that they have at Premier Weight Loss. You can do the same. Weight loss journey and then tone up with Thomas and Samantha and the gang at Premier Weight Loss. It will work for you. That's PWLND.com. Mention my name. For the first 10 days in the month of December, you could win 2 lower-level tickets to see the Niners and the Colts. If you want to lose the weight, if you want to feel better, it's PWLND.com. You can do it. Tell them JMV sent you. PWLND.com today.
Bowling, 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 keep them balls a rolling. Bowling, bowling, bowling. Royal Pin.
The holidays are rolling in at Royal Pin Entertainment. Celebrate the season your way with cheer-filled holiday parties. From thrilling bowling lanes to action-packed laser tag, there's fun for everyone. And when it's time to refuel, enjoy delicious catering options that'll satisfy any crowd. Need to unwind? The full-service bars are ready to serve. At Royal Pin Entertainment, they cater to events of all sizes with some of the largest event spaces in Indianapolis. Perfect for corporate Christmas parties, family gatherings, or any festive get-together. Give your group the unforgettable holiday experience they're hoping for.
Set 'em up, knock 'em down, send 'em flying, spinning round.
Book your holiday event now at royalpin.com. That's royalpin.com.
Royal Pin, bowling, bowling. Royal Pin.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
My ride smells just right, just right, just right, just right. Y'all gotta try that Febreze car. Just right, just right, just right, yeah. La 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 la. With up to 40 days of consistency on low Febreze car clips right on your vent. You know my car's my happy place. Keep that smile on my face when it smells just right, just right, just right. Yeah, breathe happy Febreze. La 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 la.
Hi, I'm Emily, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company, where a small box with a burgundy bow will help you win the holidays. As an in-house designer, I love creating meaningful, fine jewelry gifts. Choose a necklace with a gorgeous infinity charm to symbolize your everlasting love. Or go for a personalized piece with an engraving, their zodiac sign, favorite color gemstone, or their initial accented with pave diamonds. Because a friend wants you to be a holiday hero. Stop by or shop now at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Hey, JMV, thinning hair this year. Grow your hair back like I did. Call 317-522-2995 or visit WeGrowHairIndy.com today.
Jake Query here. Each weekday noon to 3, guests appear live on the Java House Peel and Pour guest line. Use code JAKE25 at javahouse.com to save 25% on your first order.
93.5 and 107.5 The Fan. Your home for indie sports. Now with even more ways to listen.
Listen on air.
Online at 1075thefan.com.
And on our free app.
Stay connected to all things indie sports, including the latest news, show blogs, and catch up on what you've missed with our podcast.
We're never more than just a click away.
Download our app at Google Play and on the App Store. From your home for indie sports.
93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
The Ride with JMV.
Excuse me, sir. There's been a little problem in the cockpit.
The cockpit? What is it?
It's the little room in the front of the plane where the pilots sit. That's not important right now.
93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
There you go. Is I right about that Midnight Star? I'm going to tell you what. Who's going to give me that shift on Indy's R&B leader? 106.7 WTLC. I could be right there in a minute. You name it. JC knows that over there. Karen Vaughn knows that over there. I mean, in an absolute minute, I could do that for you. Well done. Kurt's running things back at the station. Dev's the on-site engineer. Brent Halverson, me, JMV. We're coaches downtown. Tommy S. going to rejoin in a bit. We've got Larceny Bourbon Locks, Luna Azul Tequila Shots. That's coming up here at the top of the hour. Chapel on Buckner and Gardner. I know everybody wants to hear the back and forth between the coach and the quarterback as far as their thoughts on Richardson coming off of that eye injury. We'll do that a little bit, but more on Gardner and Buckner coming up with Mike in the 5 o'clock hour. Meantime, on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline, let me make sure I get this accurately. I think I simply called him the AD a little bit earlier, but he's more than that. The Vice President and Director of Athletics at Butler, Grant Leindecker, joins us on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. I feel bad. When I first mentioned you on the show, I don't think I got your title accurate. My bad.
Hey, no sweat, man. No sweat. By the way, let's talk Butler basketball. Nobody wants to hear about neck injuries and eye injuries. Come on, man.
No. Well, I want to see some makes and some cohesion And here's what I want to see, Grant. Here's what I want to see, because this was reminiscent of, when Butler was at its highest level, when Ajayi in that double overtime thrilling win at Hinkle last Saturday over Providence, when he got blocked by Stefan Rim, and I know that happened in your life a number of times. Stefan Rim gets up and rejects your shot, your dunk
More
attempt.
than I'd like to admit.
And so Stefan Rim threw it back. Man, he didn't give up on it. He stayed at it and had, I think, one of the plays of the year when you look back on it for Butler. I know things didn't go right at Connecticut earlier this week, but that was kind of a moment where you could really get everybody on the same page as far as what is necessary to win games like that. I thought that was one of the bigger moments of the season so far on Saturday.
No, I completely agree, and you said it well. I mean, when we've been at our best, we don't win because we're making every shot. We win because we're winning the plays and the margins and the hustle plays, and that was one of those moments where it wasn't necessarily pretty, but it was gritty, and we pulled it out. And, man, I got to give some thanks to our crowd that day, because it was the middle of a snowstorm, and we still had almost 8,000 people here cheering, and they were a big part of that win too.
And I'm telling you what, they're on the edge of the seat. They're trying to get everybody in, and hopefully you're seeing a response from your guys there, because I would agree with you. You can just tell with that fan base, and I know a couple personally, longtime season ticket holders that are just right there with, you know what, if you can make a play here or there, or I know you haven't been some of these guys in a similar situation in the past, but this is a moment in which you have to come through. I mean, when you start realizing that, something significant is happening in a positive, it seems like that all of a sudden you can start putting things together, and that's when you play, to me, Grant, at a higher level in basketball.
Yeah. No, I think that's real. I think that's spot on. I think that momentum is huge. And I'm with you. I'm with the fans too. I'm an alum and a fan myself, and yeah, we all want to see us get over the hump. And the good thing about that is I think we got a group that is doing all the little things and playing the right way. And sure, we're going to have nights like we did earlier this week up at UConn, where shots aren't falling and we ran into a bit of a buzzsaw, but I promise you we're not going to quit, and we're going to compete for 40 or 50 minutes like we did against Providence. But yeah, you build some of that momentum, and then things start to snowball in a positive way. And I feel like we're moving in that direction right now. And hopefully we can get everybody back on board and keep it there.
Yeah, Grant Leindecker is, for lack of a better description, Director of Athletics at Butler. He's kind enough to join us on the Indy Moore Automotive Group hotline. So a little neutral floor action, the Indy Classic, Gainbridge Fieldhouse. How difficult is that as a guy that guides the program, as you do right now, to put something like that together? Where's all the cohesion? Because not only that, but then, obviously Bush chili beans, which I love, by the way, that's a big part of it as well. How does all this evolve for those out there that may not know?
Yeah, a lot of moving parts, and scheduling has frankly gotten even harder these days with, where the college basketball landscape is, because everybody's waiting later and later to schedule, because we don't know who's going to be on our team. We don't know who other teams are going to have on their roster. And so that's created some challenges, but events like this are so important to us to be able to attract, quality, really Q1 or Q2 games for us on a neutral site is what we're targeting for these type of events. And obviously for us to play a neutral site event, right down the street in our hometown in front of our home fans, is huge. And so, yeah, it's a lot of pieces. I mean, we partnered with the Indy Sports Corp on this one, which is obviously a great partner of ours, and we work with them a lot, and obviously a great reputation here in Indy and throughout the state. And so we're glad this one came together, and yeah, we want to keep doing these. And, hopefully we can get to a point someday where we get back to the Crossroads Classic like we used to, and we get the four Power Fives together and play in front of the Indiana basketball fans. That's what we're trying to get to.
How easy or maybe difficult is it to promote events like this? And do you have to have the other schools and, those other figureheads on board with you to try to, make sure you get the most out of what you're doing here?
You do, and that's why this is it's a 4-team event with one ticket, and so it is important to be able to bring in local brands that we're going to sell, like with Purdue, right? And so we benefit from Purdue selling tickets, they benefit from us selling tickets, and so that's part of your strategy for an event like this is make sure you got some brands in there that are going to attract and draw, and the hope is then that the fringes are filled in with just the basketball junkies throughout our state. But I think that's a big part of it is who you're partnering with and what they're going to attract.
So Grant Linedecker, who's the director of athletics, vice president, director of athletics for Butler's on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline, the Indy Classic coming up at Cambridge Fieldhouse. Northwestern and Butler's the matchup. We can get a little bit more of that in just a second, too. So I got a care package from Indy Sports Corp, and I dig the gear, I do, but I didn't find, was there not a can of beans in there? Did you know the Grant, part of my incredible dietary function now would be Bush's chili beans. What the hell? I didn't see a can of them in there. What happened?
I'm not trying to deflect blame here, but I had nothing to do with that. But I think that's something we can remedy. I think we can pull that off. That's not a.
I'm very high fiber in my diet these days. The last time you saw me, I was a larger shell of myself, and that was during the NIT, I believe. You sat across from me at Hinkle Fieldhouse before Terre Haute invaded Hinkle Fieldhouse for the semifinal of the NIT.
This has been part of the dietary secret that you're crediting here.
Yeah, I do. I haven't done fiber in a minute. But I started out with a lot of fiber, a lot of beans and Bush's beans. They were a part of that too. But it is very high protein is what I do right now. And on days like today when I drink, I'm very much like a combination of Dean Martin and Nickelback. I just don't eat.
Well, listen, I think Bush's needs to know about this, and I think there's an NIL deal here in the making. We just got to put it on their radar. It's a no-brainer in my eyes.
Well, I talked about Daisy brand cottage cheese so much they advertise with the show. So yeah, that's what we can do. And you bring up a great point. Where are you guys right now in terms of NIL? I don't know if you're ever really truly comfortable, but where are you as far as comfort in what you have put together in, I guess, for lack of a better description, your stash for NIL?
Yeah. No, I think that's well said. I think a coach would tell you they're never comfortable, but I really like where we're at, and I like how far we've come, and we've made tremendous progress. And I'm not going to lie, it's been a challenge here at Butler as NIL has evolved, but I really like where we're at right now. And frankly, in this landscape with a quote-unquote salary cap that we'll see if it can hold up. Schools like Butler and schools in the Big East without a Power 4 football program actually have a bit of a strategic advantage here. And so we're trying to maximize that and capitalize on that. And we made great growth in NIL support from last year to this year. And, frankly, I think you're seeing that in the quality of the team we're putting on the floor. And, we certainly have Butler guys and high-level, high-character individuals, but now the athleticism and the depth and the skill that we've been able to put together in a cohesive way, I think is showing. And so we're making great strides and continue to do so. But I like our strategy and where we're at right now, and we just got to keep building on it.
Well, here's what I'm hoping. You don't have to tell me the number, but I'm hoping your former coach and his present organization, they dig deep in their pockets to help out the former program, right? I think
that's a wonderful idea. Idea. There might be.
Should I text him? I'm going to text him and say, man,
that we can't break. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
you could help me with that.
He's still got Grant. I think he may still have that Zionsville mentality of watching the bottom line here. But I think I think he can be a little bit more freewheeling with it if he wants to in his present position. Can he not?
I think that's a wonderful idea. I think yeah, absolutely. Let's find out at least.
Yeah, well, we have to. I can't imagine how never-ending a saga that is for you, though, Grant.
It is, and the challenge with it, frankly, is just the constant evolution of kind of the guardrails around it, or lack thereof.
Yeah.
Frankly, I mean, we feel like we're moving in a place where we're going to get some structure around this, and we do have the salary cap now in effect, but the same schools that have helped structure this settlement and these rules are now finding ways to circumvent it. And so at some level, we have to all commit to want to be governed and want to put some parameters around this stuff. But frankly, until we get to a point where there's congressional intervention, which I'm not holding my breath, or there's collective bargaining and there's real contracts and employment agreements, I think we're going to have a lot of this, gray area, and it's going to continue to be really messy.
Free agency every year. It is unlike anything ever, is what we're going through right now. Hey, I think I want to be a free agent. Okay, you're a free agent. It's incredible.
Yeah, that's the hardest part of it, right? I think we're all for the student athletes earning compensation from their name, image, and likeness, but that's the challenging part. And every agent is pushing for them to get in the transfer portal every year, because that's how you maximize your market value in this short 4 to 5 year window that they all have. And so that's the reality of where we are, and it's challenging. And so, yeah, you got to stay nimble and kind of keep your strategy short term. And obviously financial resources help, but at the same time, there's a lot of schools out there that have spent a lot of money that aren't getting much out of it. And so you also got to be really thoughtful and strategic about how you're recruiting, how you're evaluating, how you're negotiating, and roster management at the end of the day, and how you're constructing these things, because it's not about just going and buying the highest dollar players available. So
yeah,
that's where I feel good about where we're at as well.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be savvy about who you pick, and obviously with the IU football program, that's the greatest example of trying to mix in what is best for your team by allocating, the funds where you need to do that. Hey, Grant, keep doing what you're doing, man. And I hear from John Dedman, are you going to come on every week? Because that'd be great. And I don't know if it'd be great for you, but it'd be great for me.
I would love to if you'll have me. I enjoy this conversation, and hopefully by the next time we talk, you get a Bush's Care package.
I better,
because I think it'd be a shame if you don't.
Dang right. I bet. Not only that, but I'm ready to start doing some hoop at Hinkle again too, because I want to get the media group back, because we got a lot of young people in the media, and I know they can't play and they all suck, but I'd like to try to get that back going on Tuesday again, if they wouldn't mind.
Let's dial that up, man. I would love, I think that'd be, I have no interest in participating, but I would love to, I would love the entertainment. I'll referee. How about that?
You know who I used to play with all the time? He's now in West Lafayette, Terry Johnson. I used to kick that ass. Let me tell you about that. Oh, boy.
He's not even here to defend himself.
I know. That's why I feel comfortable in saying this.
Your phone lines are going to be ringing off the hook. It's a blasphemy.
I know it. All right, man. Hey, Grant, it's good to hear from you. We can do this every week if you want. I love it. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me, and go Dogs.
You got it. Grant Leindecker right there is the Vice President, Director of Athletics for Butler. He's a good dude right there. Hey, if anybody in the media out there, any of you nerds in the media here locally, want to play on Tuesday, we can see if we can put that together at Hinkle again. And I know that you guys probably can't play a lick, but, I mean, if you want to, we can. And maybe filter in some other people that wouldn't mind to play, because that is a great venue to play, just so you know. So, indie media nerds, let me know what you think. Do that outside. Brent's going to rejoin us coming up next. Tommy S. as well. Our Larceny Bourbon Locks, Luna Azul Tequila Shots Week 16. We're at Coach's Tavern. We're downtown. We would love to see you on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
Hellsberg gifts checked off the list. Now, time for wrapping. Earrings for Mom. A gold bracelet to match the rings Danielle wears every day. And for Dad, a new watch, because we all know he needs one. All right, this is going to be a good one.
Our favorite things for your favorite people. Shop in store at hellsberg.com for up to 50% off.
Hey, John here. Hey, what am I doing here, Kurt? I was just taken by these JMV Sucks cookies that Ross just gave me. Hey, the District Tap. North Side, downtown. By the way, shout out to Michael, who's about a block away from where we are right now. That's the District Tap. You know this because they have great food. You know this because they have great happy hour specials and pregame, postgame District Tap, Clearwater Crossing. Great date location, great place for the entire family. And if you're thinking about, there's our producer James is here today too. If you're thinking about maybe doing a little something for the holiday season, they have event space for you and live music. Check it out today and tell them I sent you. TheDistrictTap.com.
107.5 The Fan and Franciscan Health present Good for the Heart Fridays. Listen to Jake Query every Friday to hear a heartwarming story from our local community. Jake knows firsthand the importance of heart health. Jake and The Fan have teamed up with Franciscan Health to make a difference, one beat at a time. Good for the Heart Fridays, brought to you by Franciscan Health Heart Center. Learn proactive measures to keep your heart healthy and schedule your heart scan at franciscanhealth.org/screening bundles.
John here from Big Red Liquors. You have 100-plus locations of the state of Indiana. And know this to be true between now and Monday, I believe you have the opportunity to get signed up in the Pappy giveaway contest, Pappy Van Winkle giveaway contest. 3 different levels. You can sign up once a day, once a location, with Big Red Liquors. Make sure you ask about that today, Brent Halverson.
Hey, that's a big deal right there. That's a big brand people are always looking for. But I will tell you what they always have at every one of their 100-plus locations, and that is all Heaven Hill products out there. So all of your friends from Larceny Bourbon, Elijah Craig Bourbon, Heaven Hill Bourbon, all the good stuff, Lunazo Tequila, Deep Eddy Vodka, we can go on and on. And again, we're talking that holiday season. Be sure to stop in there before the big holidays, and the big man comes next Thursday. Be sure to show up all your parties. They've got all of your valued packs, and they've also got the Evan Williams eggnog, the #1 selling eggnog in the world. And be sure to try John's mom's favorite, the peppermint chocolate Evan Williams eggnog.
She drank the entire damn bottle. She said, I just drank the whole thing. I couldn't stop.
It's that good, my friend.
I think she was hammered, too.
Well,
I go,
good.
God, you're 80 years old, and you're hammered, and you're calling me, and then she just talked forever.
Well, she hasn't called yet, so, hey, maybe she's enjoying another one.
I spent an hour on the phone with her telling about how some strange dude walked in her garage the other day. So I go, oh, great. Big Red Liquors, you got all the locations, state of Indiana, 100-plus, too. And, again, sign up for the Pappy Van Winkle giveaway they have going on. Do that right now through the 22nd of this month. That's BigRedLiquors.com.
Christmas Nights of Lights Drive-Thru Holiday Spectacular returns to the Indiana State Fairgrounds November 7th through December 31st. Synchronized to your favorite Christmas tunes and a million sparkling lights. Enjoy a dazzling winter wonderland for the whole family. Reserve your spot at ChristmasNightsOfLights.com.
Hook her up this holiday season, shopping for her dream engagement ring or a beautiful piece of jewelry. See my friends at Moyer Fine Jewelers in Carmel, the city's best selection of fine jewelry. Tell them JMV sent you.
This Christmas, get a bonus AI Essentials course when you enroll in any My Computer Career IT program by the end of the year. That's a $3,900 value. Attend classes online or on campus. Enjoy lifetime job placement support and IT certifications in high demand. Go to mycomputercareer.edu today and take the free career evaluation. That's mycomputercareer.edu, an elite CompTIA certification partner. Conditions apply to AI offer, and financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the GI Bill.
Tavern Tour 25, brought to you by Evan Williams, continues this afternoon at Coach's Tavern. Join JMV this afternoon from 3 to 6 p.m. Great food in Evan Williams at Coach's Tavern.
Hi, this is
Lloyd,
Jessica,
Robert, and Adam
from Kirby Heating and Air Conditioning in Pittsboro. The Kirby family wishes you the merriest of Christmases and happiest of New Year's. Thanks for your business. We really appreciate it. If you live in Hendricks or surrounding counties and need us, we are always here to help. Kirby services any model, and we proudly install American Standard products. Call us at 317-892-3614.
Kirby is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Happy holidays from Kirby Heating and Air Conditioning.
I'm Mark Boyle, voice of the Indiana Pacers. For your best shot at better water, go local with C&J Water. They're Hoosiers serving Hoosiers, bringing cleaner, safer, better-tasting water to homes across central Indiana. When you purchase a new water softener in November or December, C&J Water donates to the Pacers Foundation, helping those in need here at home. Better water for your family, helping those in need at home and abroad. For your best shot at better water, trust the local pros at C&J Water.
It's BullseyeEventGroup.com, the Colts VIP tailgate presented by Hayes & Sons Restoration. Your Colts game day experience, the best it can be. Log on and get your passes now. BullseyeEventGroup.com.
The Ride with JMV.
No, this isn't an argument.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. It's just contradiction.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
It is not.
It is. You just contradicted me.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you did.
No.
You did just then.
No, nonsense.
Oh, look, this is futile.
No, it isn't.
93.5 and 107.5. The Fan.
Coach's Tavern, thank you, Grant Leindecker, for joining us. Butler, Ross is here, too, at Coach's Tavern with us right now. Ross, you brought by the way, look online right now, inside the AAA Membership Lounge via YouTube Live. We've got the JMV Sucks cookies that Ross has brought, and we have Brent Holverson, an incredible Tavern Tour T-shirt that Ross has put together.
Look at this tie-dye. This is outstanding.
Holy crap.
So, Evan Williams Tavern Tour 2025, JMV Hovey, with a little Grateful Dead bolt in the middle of that. And then the back, though, kind of like a tour shirt.
Yes, it is.
That's what we've done every show this year in 2025. So every location that we've been at. And we do see a Coach's Tavern on here, too, to go along with all the other wonderful stops throughout the year. So
Ross is here.
Stuff,
Ross
Thank
in
you, brother.
Plainfield is here. You put this together, man. Thank you, buddy.
You're welcome, man.
Man,
That's
so
awesome.
what was the idea behind it? You've done this before, too. I know you got a Sports Arousal with a Ride with JMV shirt on over there right now, too. But what made you go with the whole Grateful Dead tie-dye?
I know Hovey is a
Yeah.
Grateful Dead guy, and I did some Quiet Riot last year for I think one of your first concerts. So I thought, hey, go with Hovey this year, and then I've already got an idea for next year. So
that is beautiful. Well, thank you for all that you do, because you're a part of this show all the time. You're part of the JMV Takeover, which restarts coming up on New Year's Eve. You mentioned you got a song in mind on New Year's Eve? What is it?
Holy Visions by AFI.
AFI. I'm going to go home and listen to that. I don't think I've heard it before. What's the sound here?
So it's kind of like it's a new song, but it's kind of like a dark new wave song, kind of like.
Ah, okay. Well, I'm going to listen to AFI when I get home. We'll roll that. But, man, thank you very much for this.
Yeah, no, thank you for everything you've done.
Man, I love you guys. You guys, and once upon a time, we had a backyard bourbon broadcast, if you remember, at Ross's place over in Plainfield. So, Ross, good to see you, man.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
sorry. Thank you very much. That's
Thank you,
Ross
brother.
right
Awesome,
there with
man.
the JMV Sucks
Much appreciated,
cookies
bro.
and the T-shirt. And we got to hit a break, and Tommy S. rejoins because we got Larceny Bourbon Locks, Luna Azul Tequila Shots for Week 16. Coming up next, don't go anywhere unless you come here. Coach's Tavern downtown with 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
Appreciate you, man.
93.5 and 107.5 The Fan. Your home for indie sports. Now with even more ways to listen.
Listen on air.
Online at 1075thefan.com.
And on our free app.
Stay connected to all things indie sports, including the latest news, show blogs, and catch up on what you've missed with our podcast.
We're never more than just a click away.
Download our app at Google Play and on the App Store. From your home for indie sports.
93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
Hey, straight out of the AAA Membership Lounge via YouTube Live. That's AAA.com, or download the mobile app today because you want to make sure you have protection during the winter months that are ahead, right? AAA's got your back, too, in the AAA mobile app. It is so easy. You can track your service request and the responder in real time with the AAA mobile app. So what I'm telling you is, for you and for a family member or somebody for this holiday season, the gift of AAA is essential. That's AAA.com, or download the mobile app today. Tell them JMV sent you.
Welcome to Wawa. We're open 24/7, so when the sun goes down but everyone's still up, Wawa has your late night fuel. Headed to a hangout? Stop in for snacks and sodas. Binge your favorite shows with burgers and hoagies. Gather around the table with garlic knots and a cheesy Wawa pizza. Or just chill on the couch with fries and whatever milkshake sounds good. Your night just got a whole lot tastier. Freshly made burgers, pizza, and so much more. When you got a late night craving, you got a Wawa. Price and participation may vary by store.
Love Heating and Air, 317-353-2141. That's a great time, too, because you're going to find out exactly what your drains are doing. Are they doing the right thing? Because you got a lot of water that is melting away. You got to make sure that your drains are getting it out of there, away from your foundation. Love Heating and Air can help at 317-353-2141. Plus, when you think about this, for example, the compromise that you may get because of the cooler temperatures going to warmer temperatures again, yeah, make sure that is not an issue with Love Heating and Air today. Here's why. Get that system checked up and then mention my name. Say, JMV sent me. And if you need a repair with Love Heating and Air, they're going to give you, well, in this case, $95 off your service fee. That's just for listening to the show and telling them that I sent you. 317-353-2141. $95 off with John and Chris Love and Love Heating and Air today. That's 317-353-2141. Online, love-hvac.com today.
Stop what you're doing. Aaron's just broke the holiday universe. No payments until January 1st, 2026. Yup, don't pay a thing until next year and start with just a penny. Aaron's been in the community for 70 years, making it easy to get brand new name brand furniture, appliances, electronics, all the great stuff you need. But listen, this is in-store only, so get up and get over to Aaron's today. And don't miss out. Don't just hear about the deals, get them before they're all gone. Eligible merchandise only. Maximum monthly payment applies. See store for details.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
It's JMV for BullseyeEventGroup.com, the Colts VIP tailgate presented by Hayes & Sons Restoration. All you can eat, all you can drink. Before each Colts home game, make your game day experience the best it can be. Entertained inside the Bullseye Event Center and the great food from celebrity chef Kelsey Murphy. That and more, and combo up your passes with tickets to the game. That's the BullseyeEventGroup.com Colts VIP tailgate presented by Hayes & Sons Restoration. Get your passes now. BullseyeEventGroup.com.
With Wawa's Rewards program, you can rack up points on the items you buy every day, even fuel. Boost your totals with a breakfast sizzly. Score points with your morning coffee. With Wawa Rewards, points put the power in your hands. You can choose to redeem them for what you love most, like an iced latte for an extra pick-me-up or your lunchtime hoagie. Download the Wawa app today. When you gotta get rewarded, you gotta Wawa. Fuel rewards not available in New Jersey or were legally prohibited. See full details at wawarewards.com. Price of participation may vary by store.
Do you need furnace or heat pump service and need to find a local, well-trained expert you can trust like Family Heating and Air Conditioning? We'll find that American Standard air dealer at IndyHomeComfort.com.
It's BullseyeEventGroup.com, the Colts VIP tailgate presented by Hayes & Sons Restoration. Your Colts game day experience the best it can be. Log on and get your passes now. BullseyeEventGroup.com.
From the DriveHubler.com studios, this is 93.5 and 107.5, The Fan.
WIBC HD2, W298BB, WIBC HD3, W228CX, Indianapolis.
Soccer Saturday featuring Indy 11. If this is your football, this is your show. Saturday at 9 on The Fan. The Ride with JMV.
Attention, whoever you are, this channel is reserved for emergency calls only.
Lady, do I sound like I'm ordering a pizza?
93.5 and 107.5, The Fan.
For joining us, Grant Linedecker, Butler, the AD, the Vice President, Director of Athletics there. Talked about a lot of things, including the Indy Classic coming up this weekend, too, and Bush Beans. Shout out to Bush Beans. I saw that the Indy Sports Corp sent me a care package, but there was no Bush Beans in there. I'm a digger of Bush Beans right there, no doubt about that. Hey, the text line at 317-239-1070. Kurt, can you help me out here really quick? Jump on. I want to give away a pair of Bullseye passes for Monday night. Can you do that? And make sure you send me the name. Right on? Yes, sir. So number 30 on the text line at 317-239-1070. Bullseye bound. Coming up on Monday. Reminder, I'm going to be there beginning at 3. I'll go to Touchdown Town during that time, but then take over to give you the Colts pregame huddle after that. But number 30, Kurt, 317-239-1070. Are you privy to the text line? Should I ask you that first? Oh, you have Eddie with you? Okay. So as long as you're privy to the text line, that will work. Number 30. Shout out to Eddie, too. Thanks for hanging, Eddie. And James, minorities really throughout the state. When Schuler's spreadability of original sharp cheddar bacon and cheddar and jalapeno pepper, elite level snacking with Win Schuler's. Make sure you grab your some for this weekend because you're going to need it. There's a lot going on. Tommy S. and Brett Halverson rejoin Coach's Tavern downtown. How we doing, Brett?
Good, my friend. I'm just, what a great thing here that Ross brought us, right? These awesome shirts. That's a great shirt.
It is a great shirt. We're going to rock that bad boy.
Like a concert tour, right? You get every venue that was visited. We've got all the Evan Williams Tavern Tour stops on there. And
it's tie-dye.
Awesome.
It wraps right into Brent Halverson's love of the Grateful Dead.
That is right, man.
What a perfect Christmas gift right there.
I'm a happy dude right now, so... You put some pretty big expectations
Ross
for Santa
is
now.
a
It's
good
hard
dude
to beat.
right
He's
there.
a great dude. They're awesome people, and they come out and join us a lot, which we love, right? People coming out. We talked, John, earlier, how awesome it is to be able to come out to these great accounts. Tommy, we love being able to come here. All the accounts that we see throughout the year. It's been an awesome 25, and looking forward to see what we can put together in 26 and do it again.
And, Tommy, we should remind people, we've got Knicks Pacers coming up later on tonight. Destination location right here, buddy.
Stop on by for the game. We're a half block away.
Hell to the yeah, buddy.
And let's go beat those Knicks again.
It'd be nice. They're celebrating the Emirates Cup. Hallelujah. The Emirates Cup.
Who gives
Great.
a crap, right?
Hey, let's go ahead and give away this prize in mid-December. Nobody gives a crap, to be honest. Who cares?
Nobody gives a crap about your New York Knicks, Patrick Powers at Eddie's Sports Pub.
Yeah. I love that.
Speaking of our good friend Mr. Powers, which big fan of, you guys got a little matchup we'll talk about here in a few
Oh, we
this
sure
week.
do.
Your, Vikings
out
at
in
his
the
Giants.
Meadowlands.
What's up, Steve? Steve Wentland in the house.
Steve Wentland from Clayton's and OPT.
Steve, man.
Another local business owner.
Look at this
place.
I love you guys are all together. We got Blend.
All roads
we got
lead to
Clayton's
Coach's Tavern.
and
That's right.
OPTs,
I
and we got
tagline.
Joe's Grill. We got everybody here right
A lot
now.
of people out here. This is great.
Yeah.
This is what it's all about, though,
This is
right?
what it's all
Getting
about,
out,
man.
Having fun, supporting our local great accounts that we have, and we're blessed to have a lot of them here in the state of Indiana.
All right, guys, we're going to do our Week 16 picks. Any thoughts before we embark upon this journey?
Well, we got a big one starting tonight. We talked about earlier, right? That's going to kind of put it for
A Thursday night match that actually it makes it something's on the line tonight.
It's a lot on the line.
It's not
tonight.
the Jets and the Browns. It's first place in the NFC.
That is a pretty big way to start it off.
That
and
is
then
Joe Childers
Joe
right
Childers,
there. Express
yes.
Pro Tire Auto, who is
right.
retiring.
And
He looks very wet
his
right
awesome
now, too.
Indiana Hoosier
Hey,
beer.
let me tell you what, Joe Childers, that's salt of the earth right there,
hey,
brother.
it's good. And see, that's
And
what
it's
else this
awesome.
brings out is the great people that come around
Yes,
us,
it
right?
does,
That's what makes
man.
it all about it right here.
It absolutely does. All right, a couple things today before we get started on this. We're following the stories regarding Buckner and Gardner availability, lack thereof. We're following that. Anthony Richardson Sr. has been cleared to go back and practice. Slow on the roll with Shane Steichen. Richardson looked like he wanted to expedite the process just a little bit. So we'll get into that with Mike Chappell coming up at the top of the 5 o'clock hour. And the plane crash news of former NASCAR driver and humanitarian Greg Biffle has saddened us
tragic,
all
tragic.
today. Just awful in North Carolina. That happened earlier this morning. And evidently he and his
family are on board.
We're
and
on
it's
board.
just
that.
devastating.
Yeah, and it is devastating for real. So those are stories that we're following. We got a Thursday night game, a couple of Saturday night games. So, Kurt, if you're okay with this, cue the band. Week 16, Larceny, Bourbon Locks, and Luna Azul Tequila start. Let's start with the Rams and the Seahawks. The Seahawks were weird last week, right? Because I didn't think they looked that good. And the Colts were right there to win the game, and then obviously the Seahawks took it from them. The Rams, as of right now, are the road dogs. They're going to get a 1.5. I'm going to go ahead and take that 1.5. Give me the Rams on the road later on this evening, Brent. What do you got?
Man, I think this is going to be an outstanding game. I mean, again, we talked about the implications this is going to have, but it's going to be. I think this is going to be close. And you mentioned last week. I mean, yeah, they didn't score a touchdown, but Myers
stinking
kicked
field
6
goals.
field goals, and
That's
he was
sick.
He was perfect. Excuse me, get that one out. He was perfect from field goal range there. I tell you, it's going to be a great game. I actually am going to go against you here. I'm going to take the Seattle Seahawks. I think they pull this one out. I think it's a lower scoring game for as high powered as that Rams offense is. That Seattle defense is still pretty strong. I'm going to take the Seahawks, lay the 1.5, 24-20. They win.
That's Tommy S. over there.
Sam Darnold, 1-4 career against the Rams. Got embarrassed last year in the playoffs as a Viking. I like the Rams. I think the Rams are the best team in the NFC. No offense to the Packers. Now that they've lost Michael Parsons, Mr. Halverson. I like those Rams. Give me that 1.5. Los Angeles.
That is a brutality right there, to say the least. Do you guys want to go with the Saturday games first, or how do you want to do this? You guys tell me.
Well, we can bounce around. I mean, the way the schedule is kind of got flexed around.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Let's do them in not alphabetical order, but timeline order.
Timeline order. There we go.
Well, I tell you what.
Chronological.
All right, then. So we're going to go to the timeline of the Saturday games here. You want to go to the Eagles and the Commanders at 5 o'clock on Fox coming up on Saturday afternoon. You look at that matchup in the greater Washington, D.C. area with the Commanders and the Eagles. The Eagles are, I think, the last check, 6.5-point favorites. Bury that 6.5. I'm going to take the Eagles on the road.
Yeah, I'm with you there, John. I mean, they came back. They looked good last week. I think the Commanders going in the wrong direction, of course. I mean, they're 4-10. Not going a lot. They usually within this division, they play each other tight at home. I think Philly's going to come out. I think they're going to sneak by. I don't think they're going to win and just blow their doors off. But they're going to win, cover the 6.5. 27-20. Eagles get the cover.
Tommy, yes.
Yeah, Washington, I mean, their season's pretty much over. Jaden Daniels, I think, has been shut down for the year. Terry McLaurin's been battling injuries. Philadelphia still has a lot to prove. They've been kind of struggling the last few weeks, but I think they go in there and they cover that 6.5. Give me the Eagles.
All right, we got the other Saturday game, 8:20. Brent Holvers is going to be excited. Maybe for the last time at no, I'm just joking. Soldier Field in Chicago before they move to Gary or Munster or Valparaiso. Hey,
what happened to Arlington? I thought they were going to Arlington.
Hobart, is that cool for you?
Yeah, sure.
Chicago?
Put them in the armpit.
Oh, man. I'm trying to put them in Roselawn right there with the Ponderosa Sun Club. And nudes are popping. The Bears and the Packers at 8:20 coming up on Saturday night. Last check, the Packers are 1-point road favorites. I'm going to go ahead and bury that and give me, Brent, your pack despite the loss of Micah Parsons.
I hope you are right, and I am not as optimistic on this one,
Not
John.
feeling good,
I said this last 2 weeks ago. I said, hey, Green Bay will win this game at home. I think they're going to get beat in Chicago. Chicago's been playing very good football. Then we had a lot of losses last week. I mean, especially losing number one, Micah Parsons. We talked earlier what he does outside of getting in and sacking the quarterback. He causes that quarterback to think they don't have enough time to get rid of it quicker. That's going away. So, unfortunately, or I'm going to just say, hey, hopefully I'm wrong here. I think the Bears, they win the game outright. They cover 24-20 over the Packers.
Tommy.
Man, you know, Green Bay has owned the Chicago Bears for years. And I still think Jordan Love's a far better quarterback than Caleb Williams, although Caleb he's done well this year.
Moments.
But even minus Micah Parsons, I think Jordan Love and company go in and get it done.
I like the way you guys think.
Go Pack, go, Brent Halverson.
Hey,
Give
I'll
me
tell
those
you,
Packers.
the Bears are without Roman Duze and Burton.
That is a fact.
That is right. So, hey, there's going to be a chance out there.
A lot of stuff going on. There's no doubt about that. Larceny Bourbon Logs, Luna, Zoll, Tequila Shots. Let's go to the Patriots and the Ravens. A New England season so far. Alas, they are road dogs in Baltimore. 3-point favorites are the Ravens. You guys know something going on in the AFC North there, right? It's kind of weird the way really nobody wants it, but somebody's going to end up getting it. So I'm going to go ahead and bury that 3 and give me the Ravens at home, Brent. Scary about that, but I'm doing it.
It is. I mean, you know, again, New England last week, they got beat, and Baltimore, they won. They made the Bengals look just horrible going into Cincinnati, 24-0. Looked like Joe Burrow just didn't even care that what was going on out there. I think Baltimore, you're starting to see Lamar, you know, he threw for 2. He's starting to get his legs back, and that's what he hadn't had the last couple of weeks since he had been out. Starting to get back. They're a scary team this time of year, especially in Baltimore. Give me those Ravens as well. Lay the 3, 30-23 victors over the Patriots.
Tommy, yes.
Hey, you know, New England had a 21-0 lead over Josh Allen and the Bills last week. Blew it.
Gagged it up, Tommy. They did.
And, you know, Baltimore, as you guys said, they're looking really good. They're getting healthy. They're getting into a rhythm. They might be a team to watch in the AFC playoffs. No Patrick Mahomes, you know, no Chiefs. That might be a team to watch. I'm going to take those Ravens -3.
All right, Bank of America Stadium at 1 o'clock on Fox coming up on Sunday. The 7-7 Buccaneers, the 7-7 Panthers. Who wants this right now? This is a jump ball of
what a terrible
incredible sorts right here. But, man, still a 3-point favorite on the road of the Buccaneers. I'm going to take that 3 and give me the homestanders right there with the Panthers. Brent.
Yeah, the Tampa team, they looked so good in the beginning of the year, and then they have just kind of went upside down the last couple of weeks. Carolina, though, they were hot for a while, and then they stunk it up and lost to the Saints in New Orleans last week. I think they're going to come back as well. Give me that home dog. Carolina +3. I think they win the game outright. 27-24 victors over Tampa.
Tommy.
Yeah, again, just a trash division, and who wants to win it? Give me those Kitty Cats +3 at home because Tampa, like you said, does not look good.
Yeah, Week 16, Large City Bourbon Locks, Luna Azul Tequila Shots, Coaches Tavern downtown. Tommy Esper, Hulverson, JMV, thank you for joining us. The 1 o'clock Fox start is the Chargers at 10-4. Cowboys at 6-7-1. Everybody keeps thinking, man, the Cowboys are going to resurrect. To me, the Cowboys are donezo right here. I don't trust the Chargers very much either, between being dinged up and on the road inefficient. 2.5-point favorites, the Cowboys at home. Give me that 2.5 and give me the L.A. Chargers. Brent.
Yeah, last week in Tommy's Vikings beat the Cowboys.
J.J. McCarthy looked all pro against them.
J.J. come back. They were tied at 17.5, and then Vikings just overtook it in the second half there. Cowboys, you're right. I mean, they're that team. They show all these signs that they have all the power in their receiving core with C.D. Lamb and Pickens. They're outstanding. Ferguson, which he's not been utilized a lot. Williams looks great back there, but their defense is just absolutely horrible, and they just give up a lot of points. I think go ahead and join you here, John.
Yes,
join
me.
Give me the Chargers +2.5 by that half point, but I think the Chargers go ahead and actually win this game outright, 30-27, Chargers.
Tommy.
Yeah, I mean, like you guys just said, the Cowboys secondary is terrible. They're last in the league against the pass. J.J. McCarthy ate them up last week. Justin Herbert may have a career day. Let me get that +2.5. Give me the Bolts.
Man, Jets and Saints, we really got to do this. 4.5-point favorites of the Saints at home. The Saints 4-10, Jets 3-11, 1-5 on the road. How about the Saints are just 2-5 at home? Hell, flip a coin on the son of a gun right here. This sucks.
Give me a pick 'em.
You really got to do this? Come on, guys. I'm going to bury the 4.5 and give me the Saints at home. I don't know why, but that's what we're doing. Brent.
The red-hot New Orleans Saints, 2 wins in a row. They're on fire right now. They keep it going. When they come marching in, Tommy, you sing it, my friend. I'm going to join you. Give me the New Orleans Saints, 24-17 over those hapless Jets.
Ooh, Tommy.
Yeah, the Jets are they're terrible. Aaron Glenn's poor guy's having a tough first year out there. I think they fired their defensive coordinator this week. Saints look good. I'm going to take the home team.
Steve Wilkes firing right there.
-4.5. Give me those Saints.
All right. Bills and the Browns. How about the Bills? Tommy mentioned they come from behind on the road in Foxborough. That is a 10-point favorite on the road against Cleveland. And good Lord, Cleveland. Lay the 10 and give me the Bills because you just can't. I don't think they're going to cover this. I bet they don't cover it, but I'm going to take them anyway, Brent. Give me the Bills.
You're taking the Bills. I'm going to take the Bills. And it's all about time of the year. And the position now, you got Mahomes out of the picture. This is Buffalo's time to shine. Baltimore is kind of lurking around there, and we'll see what they do for them. But I think Buffalo's playing right at the right time. You got the Bears just beat down those Browns 31-3 last week. The Bills coming back, like Tommy had mentioned, they were down 21 points. I think it was 24-7 at half. Bills come back, score 28, outscore them 28-7 in the second half. They're looking good now. I'm going to take Buffalo, lay the 10. Bills 27-16.
Tommy.
Yeah, it's one of those spreads that, you look at the road team is favored by 10. You kind of will be like, I don't want to touch that game. Mm-hmm. But Cleveland's terrible.
A lot of those here.
Buffalo looks really good right now. Again, another team to watch in the AFC, getting hot. I'll lay that 10. Give me the Bills.
I'm going to take the Vikings and the Giants. So 1 o'clock to start on Fox. The Giants 2-12. Vikings 6-8. I do think that J.J. McCarthy and that offense playing better recently. So I think just by that alone, I'm going to go ahead and take the Vikings in this game. I'm going to go ahead and lay the 3 Give me the Vikings on the road against the Giants. Brent?
Yeah, those red-hot Vikings, 2 wins in a row against the Giants, who I really thought, at the beginning of the year, I bet the over 5.5 win total for them. And then as soon as they lost Malik Neighbors and Scottaboo, he was having a great start to his rookie career after missing the first 2 games. He didn't do much, then he turned it on. Those are big pieces. I think they got something special they're going to look at here in the upcoming years, but they just haven't looked good at all. Last week losing to the Commanders 29-21 at home. I think this is another one of those kind of games right here. Give me Tommy's Minnesota Vikings 24-20 to get the cover and the win in New York.
Tommy, talk to us.
Yeah, like you said, JJ's had a great 2 outings. I mean, granted, it's been against bad defenses. Giants have another bad defense. They're not playing for much. I like the Vikings to light up the scoreboard. They're going to cover that 3. Give me my Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, Larceny Bourbon Locks learned his to get the shots week number 16 here. The Chiefs know Patrick Mahomes, 3.5-point favorites on the road against the Titans. I'm going to take that 3. Hey, look at that, man. There's Joel in the house. I'm going to go ahead. Give me the Titans. Give me the 3.5 of the Titans at home. Brent.
Man, I thought I was going to be the only crazy one taking the lonely Tennessee Titans.
I think the Chiefs are going to just fade away and be done with it right now.
The 2-12 Titans. I think you're right. I mean, I think we're gonna see the stash back out there and see what he can do. But Tennessee, I mean, again, they've got a young team, right? And then Cam Ward, he's still your guy. He just hasn't looked like everybody expected him to do. Tough for a rookie quarterback to be thrown into it where he has been. I think Tennessee's not only going to cover this 3.5. I think they're going to win outright. I think Kansas City has mailed it for the year. I'm going to call it 20-17. The Titans win and they get that plus 3.5, so that's a nice little cushion.
Tommy!
Yep, Kansas City, the Super Bowl hangover is complete for them. Bad news down over there in Kansas City. Yeah, I think Tennessee, they're gonna pull that win in. Give me the home dog plus 3.5.
Guys, Falcons, Cardinals, 3.5-point favorites on the road. Atlanta, lay the 3. Give me Atlanta. Hello, Brent.
Yeah, this is another one of those games. They just don't, Atlanta, not really. They're out of it. They're not going on. I mean, they have looked better. They won impressively last week. But Arizona, they got 6 losses in a row. Again, I like these home dogs in this spot. I'm going to go ahead and take the Arizona Cardinals plus the 3. I think they win the game outright, 27-24. Give me Arizona.
Tommy.
So this game, this is my larceny lock of the week.
Lock it.
Give me those Atlanta Falcons. Minus 3 on the road. That Kirk Cousins is going to light up the scoreboard.
You still got a little affinity there, don't you?
With Mr. Pitts.
I'm going to lock this one up right here. How about the Broncos, 3-point favorites at home against the Jaguars? I know everybody loves the way the Jaguars are playing and Trevor Lawrence is playing right now. I think the Broncos are going to shut that down defensively. Lay the 3 and lock this up, Brent Holvers, to give me the Broncos at home.
Yeah, I agree with you here, too. I like Denver at home. You're right. They both, Broncos won 11 in a row. Jaguars won 5 in a row. They look great. It is going to be seasonably warm out there. I was with my buddy Ryan Parker in from Colorado earlier today. He told me it's going to be 60 degrees out there again. I mean, it's a beautiful Colorado weather.
Kicking ass and taking names.
But I'm going to go ahead and take those Broncos. 24-20, they cover the 3.
Tommy.
Yeah, I mean, the Donkeys look really good right now. I mean, they're just rolling. Sean Payton's got that team in sync. I think this is an easy cover. Give me the Broncos minus 3.
And this is big, too, because, you're looking at, you want that one seed. You want everything to go through Denver. Right when that weather changes, that's a tough place to play in Mile High with the altitude.
Sure.
And then you're going to get the
I think it's also tough
in.
for their quarterback, too, so that's the other thing.
Well, absolutely.
The ideal circumstances are better for Bo Nix, I think.
Absolutely.
I trust Bo Nix more than I trust Trevor Lawrence.
Absolutely, I'm with you.
Steelers, Lions right here. 7-point favorites at Ford Field. Lions at home. Lay the 7 and give me the line. I know the Steelers are still in it and still playing, and we saw them, but I'm going to go ahead and lay the 7. Give me the Lions. Brent?
Yeah, Detroit's a different team at home. They play inside. Granted, they had a shootout with the Rams last week. They got beat 41-34. I think that 7's a big number on this game because I think Steelers can hang. But all in all, I'm going to go ahead and take those Lions as well. Call it 30-20, cover the 7, Detroit.
Tommy.
Yeah, Pittsburgh playing a little well, but they're on a short week, and they're going into Detroit. Detroit is desperately hanging off their playoff hopes. Give me those Kitties -7.
No, the Texans are 14-point favorites. This is such a fat number. I'm going to lay it anyway and give me the Texans at home versus the Raiders because they're on a groove right now. The offense is getting a little bit better, but the defense can be stifling. And against the Raider offense, I trust that. Lay the 14. Give me the Texans at home. It's a big number. It worries me, but I'll take Houston. Brent.
This is a big number. Hate these big numbers, but the Raiders are looking for that number one pick, I believe. You got 3, 2, and 12 teams out there, so it's really going to come down to a battle for that positioning in the when the NFL draft rolls around first of the year here. I'm going to go ahead and take Houston as well. 27-10, they cover the 14.
Tommy.
Yeah, there's no way the Raiders are going to be able to score enough points against that Texan defense.
They're for real.
They are a real defense, and they might be a threat too in the AFC. And I think Las Vegas might win the Fernando Mendoza sweepstakes, but they're not going to win this weekend in Houston. Give me those Texans, 2-touchdown favorite.
All right, guys, Bengals and the Dolphins right here. We know about the change of quarterback. Tua benched. We know about the Bengals. Not really got a lot of swagger within that program right now. So this is a coin flip. Is it 4.5-point favorites, the Bengals?
4.5, yeah. The money's moved on them just because of the quarterback change with Quinn Ewers.
Quinn Ewers is in the rookie, and then a lack of motivation with the Bengals. Lay the 4.5. Give me the Bengals. I'll take the favorites on the road against the rookie.
Yeah, this is one of those games again. Probably wouldn't touch it with your money, John. But I'm gonna go ahead and take the Miami Dolphins as they do have something to play for. And the Bengals just didn't look like they gave a crap about what was going on last week. Burrow's not even happy being there. He didn't want to play anymore. All this stuff that's going on with him. I'm gonna go ahead and take those Dolphins and look for a very close game. I'm going to give you the home dog in this situation. Give me the Dolphins plus 4.5.
Tommy.
Ugly.
You know, I think I've taken every kitty cat team so far, so I'm not going to break stride. The Dolphins are a disaster. Yeah, the Bengals aren't playing for much, but I think we're going to walk into Miami and walk away with it. Give me the Bengals -4.5.
All right, guys, we got the Monday night of the 49ers and the Colts. We know Phillip Rivers is going to be the quarterback once again at start of the 44-year-old out of retirement. They lose last week. That 56-yarder by Jason Myers was the difference after the 60-yarder. Well, we're going to all be groupies. We didn't end up that way with Blake, the kicker for the Colts. The Colts right now, they are at home on Monday night, 6-point underdogs. I believe that they cover, but I think the Niners are going to have too much. And I still question the limitations, again, down the field at quarterback. Even if Shane Steichen says there can be a remedy there, I question that with the quarterback that they have. Only 20 on the board for the Colts. 24-20, the Niners over the Colts. They do cover that number, but they do lose on Monday night. Brent.
So you're going with the Colts plus the 6. I'm going to go against you here. I think this is two teams in the complete opposite directions. Last 4 games, San Francisco's 4-0. Colts are 0-4, as we all know. Did surprise. They did cover for us last week. We had them plus 13.5.
Well, I took that.
By 2. We both did.
Yeah, one.
But I think this is two different tapes right here. I'm going to take the 49ers. They're going to come in, unfortunately. Again, hope I'm wrong.
Rough shot running is what you're talking about right here.
That is correct. 30-20 means they cover the 6. Give me the 49ers.
Tommy, what are you thinking here, man? Save the day.
Man, I'll tell you what. I really like this matchup. It's at home. It's the first Monday Night Football game at Lucas, and I can't remember how many years. I think the crowd's going to be amped up. They're going to get out there and cheer on them Colts. I'm gonna take the 6, and I think the Colts actually win this game.
Ooh.
I think Phillip comes out and has a great game. And
well, Tommy S is getting everybody aroused in here, man. Well done, Tommy.
He's going to come out in front of the home crowd. They're going to be loud and proud, and I think he's going to throw like 3 touchdowns.
There we go.
Hey, another week off the couch
S.
is going to give him some chance out there. But like we talked, his deep ball threat's not there. We know his mobility's not there. San Fran's got a pretty good defense. It's going to be a game, and hopefully Colts do pull it out because, hey, we want these Monday night games. We want these prime time
we want the playoffs.
We want the playoffs is 100% sure. So it should be a good game. Let's root for that.
Did you guys see what Hammer and Nigel put together for me right here?
That's awesome.
With me making out with 86 Heather Locklear.
That looks real.
You know what?
Sure, that wasn't real.
That's an AI. It looks so. It's almost getting me aroused.
I'll tell you what, that Jason Hammer's getting crazy with that AI stuff.
You guys, hey, look at this. AAA membership lounge fee, YouTube Live. If you haven't seen that, that looks real. But I look like
You look good.
I look like leading man good right there.
You really
I look
do.
like I could be in T.J. Hooker with her back in
Now, she
1986
looks a little
right here.
better. She looks more like a remember than I think what she
Hey.
does now. But
There was definitely some
JMV, not only do you look good, you are good, my man.
My man, there was some diddling going on right here.
Now, where were you guys at when this was
look,
going on?
She looks
You were on
like
the red
she's
carpet
falling in love
somewhere.
all over again
She
with
does.
this guy
I mean,
right
she's
here,
got
doesn't
those,
she?
she got those eyes for you.
Mike Chappell, top of the hour. The latest on in the now medical clearance and now ready to practice for Anthony Richardson Sr. And the difference between what coach says and what player says. Sauce Gardner, DeForest Buckner, 239-1070. Your calls on the other side. Mike Chappell, top of the hour. Kevin Todd coming up in the 5 o'clock hour. Coach's Tavern downtown. Knicks Pacers later on tonight, so your inbound is here. Hang out with us. Go to the game. That'd be great on this Thursday with 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
Hi, I'm Lexi, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. If you're planning to propose this holiday, we're ready to make creating your engagement ring a warm, welcoming experience. At Shane Company, we're all about your style, your budget, your dream engagement ring. Explore the widest selection of diamonds and ring settings ready for you to see in person, or visit us at shaneco.com. You'll have your ring in days, not weeks. Our friendly jewelry consultants don't work on commission. There's never any pressure, just perfect proposals. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Hey, John, for Andy Moore, Buick GMC 131st State Road 37. That's in Fishers. Have you talked to my friend Eric Wilson yet? You should, because if you're thinking about this time of year, maybe getting a new ride, it is a great time to do so. Go ahead and get fired up with the inventory they have. The incentives to buy that are easy. Good to see you, Steve. And you have the service after the sale, which is absolutely unmatched. You're going to find that with my friend Eric Wilson, Andy Moore, Buick GMC. Tell him I sent you, 131st, State Road 37 in Fishers.
When I was 48 years old, I had a massive heart attack.
Jake Query, sports radio host and announcer for the IndyCar Radio Network, shares his story as a registered organ donor.
I've always heard the assumption that I don't know about being an organ donor because if you go into the ER, they're going to be more anxious to get your organs. I'm kind of proof that's not the case. When your life is the one that's in the balance, your life is the priority.
Say yes to organ donation.
I have the opportunity to allow another group of people to continue the love and the beauty of life. Why wouldn't I do it?
To learn more, go to donatelifeindiana.org.
Hey, John, for Big Red Liquors and the Pappy Van Winkle giveaway. You can sign up once per location until the 22nd of December. They got 3 levels of Pappy that they're going to give away right there, too. You can sign up to win Pappy Van Winkle at Big Red Liquors. Hey, do that right now. Make sure you tell Matt and the gang that I sent you. And also understand that there's a lot more going on this time of year, Brent, at Big Red Liquors.
There is a lot going on. And again, they have the unicorn people are looking for with that Pappy out there. But other unicorns that are also coming into play right now from Heaven Hill Brands, Old Fitz 11-year-old is coming out right now, coming into town. We've also got the Heaven Hill 90th anniversary edition
90th.
bottle that is arriving today, tomorrow, here in the next couple days. And then Parker's Heritage. Those are our 3 big ones right there as far as the tough to get and keep your eye out for. But all those gifting holiday items such as Elijah Craig value-added packs, Larceny value-added packs. You've got everything out there from Heaven Hill Brands. And at all of those locations, 109-plus locations, 104-plus locations for Big Red Liquors, John.
I love it.
They've got it all. And again, holiday season, get that Evan Williams eggnog, the #1 selling eggnog in the world. Don't be going to a party without it. You know, your mom likes that. So.
No, my mom, yeah, she's already like 9 bottles deep.
Well, you might need to get her a couple more for the holiday season to celebrate next Thursday.
Also, get signed up to any location throughout the state of Indiana to win a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle with Big Red Liquors. 100-plus locations, one near you. To find that location online, bigredliquors.com.
Xfinity is the network you can rely on. Like a close friend who will give it to you straight. The friend who will tell you that new haircut, it's not great. Friends make sure friends get good haircuts. And Xfinity makes sure you get a good deal on Wi-Fi. Xfinity gives you reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi at our best price. This holiday season through January 4th, get gig speed Wi-Fi for just $50 a month for 5 whole years. No strings, no commitments. Just super fast, reliable gig speed Wi-Fi with our best equipment and unlimited data included. Save yourself from questionable decisions and save over Verizon and AT&T. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. Xfinity Internet powered by fiber and connected to premises by coaxial cable. Actual speeds vary.
If you or someone you know needs help putting food on the table, that help is closer than you think. The Fan cares. We've partnered with local food banks and organizations to provide resources for those who need them. Just go to 1075thefan.com and look for the banner that says Find Free Food Near You. You'll find a link to Community Compass with an up-to-date and interactive map that shows locations, days, and times for you to collect food at no cost, as well as other resources to help you through this challenging time. Find community help now at 1075thefan.com.
We expect our information in real time. US Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 888-665-0696 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check as easy as... That's 888-665-0696.
Hi, I'm Chef Franklin Becker. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
This Christmas, get a bonus AI Essentials course when you enroll in any My Computer Career IT program by the end of the year. That's a $3,900 value. Attend classes online or on campus. Enjoy lifetime job placement support and IT certifications in high demand. Go to mycomputercareer.edu today and take the free career evaluation. That's mycomputercareer.edu, an elite CompTIA certification partner. Conditions apply to AI offer and financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the GI Bill.
BullseyeEventGroup.com, the Colts VIP tailgate presented by Hayes & Sons Restoration. Your Colts game day experience the best it can be. Log on and get your passes now. BullseyeEventGroup.com.
93.5 and 107.5 The Fan. Your home for indie sports. Now with even more ways to listen.
Listen on air.
Online at 1075thefan.com.
And on our free app.
Stay connected to all things indie sports, including the latest news, show blogs, and catch up on what you've missed with our podcast.
We're never more than just a click away.
Download our app at Google Play and on the App Store. From your home for indie sports.
93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
The Ride with JMV.
We have the holy hand grenade. Yes, of course. The holy hand grenade of Antioch. Right. 1, 2, 5. Lisa, 3.
93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
Thank you for joining us. Back in the studio is Kurt. I'm John Devs, the on-site engineer. Ethan and the Hammer, the real Hammer and the Hammer family. Chris Hammer is hanging out with us today. Larceny Bourbon Locks, Luna Azul Tequila Shots in the rear view. Thank you all for being a part of this. Grant Leindecker, who is the AD Vice President and Director of Athletics for Butler a little bit earlier. They have the Indy Classic coming up this weekend, which should be awesome. Obviously, you've got Butler, Northwestern, Purdue, and Auburn. And I mentioned to him, and I know this comes from the Indy Sports Corp, but shout out to Bush Beans. That has been a part of my dietary path in the past year and a half. Shout out to Bush Beans for that as well. I should mention, too, tomorrow, for those of you that are up near Geist, that are up in Hancock County, around Mount Vernon, up in there, right? We're going to be coming to Pendleton Pike and the location of Whiskey Business. That is a Bud Light Blue Friday. I've got Monday Night Football tickets to give away coming up on the show tomorrow. Bud Light Blue Friday finds us at Whiskey Business on Pendleton Pike coming up. That is tomorrow. The news of the day, obviously, we're following, the emergence again and ready to practice, cleared medically, but now back into practice for Anthony Richardson Sr. And the difference between what head coach said and the difference between what players said regarding his present condition. Mike Chappell and I discussed coming up at the top of the hour. DeForest Buckner, Sauce Gardner, hoping for returns on Monday night. Of course, the Colts back at practice for the first time this week earlier today. And the really awful news out of Statesville, North Carolina. The plane crashed, the private plane that crashed that had Greg Biffle, the NASCAR driver, and his family on board. And we talked about that a little bit earlier as well. The sad news, certainly, of the NASCAR driver, the humanitarian, and Greg Biffle, who had been on this show a number of times in the past. And as I mentioned a little bit earlier, I really love dudes that come on the show and can talk just a little bit more than what they do. And he was certainly one of those. So our thoughts are certainly going out to the NASCAR community and those in and around Greg Biffle. That was an awful story. Certainly is that it is continuing to evolve out of North Carolina. A little bit earlier today, I mentioned to digress, Week 16 pick starts with the Rams with the Seahawks coming up later on as well. And you've got Pacer Hoops. Shout out to Chad Buchanan. I don't know if he's listening right now, but obviously Knicks and Pacers coming up later on tonight. The Knicks were your Emirates Cup champions out in Vegas, and they get a Pacer team that looked like absolute crap on Sunday against the Wizards. And I really have no other way to put it. Just absolute crap. And there's one thing to be injured and not to be able to play that well and obviously be compromised. But it's another thing to play in the fashion in which they did, which is unacceptable. Knicks Pacers coming up later on tonight at Cambridge Fieldhouse. We talked about that also a little bit earlier. The IU fans are going to be focused in on coming up tomorrow, Bama and Oklahoma, to find out who the Hoosiers will play in the Rose Bowl coming up on New Year's Day as a part of the college football playoff. We'll get some of the thoughts of Brent in just a second about those college football playoff games that are coming up. That starts, obviously, with Alabama and Oklahoma. Thank you, my brother. It is very sad to talk about this being the last Larceny Bourbon Locks, Luna Azul Tequila shots until we reconvene with Tavern tour stops coming up in the year 2026. But, yeah, indeed, this, unfortunately, is it today at Coach's Tavern. We would love to see you. Plenty of time to get down here. And a shout-out to my man, Bronson McDuffie, that I play basketball with all the time. He's a great dude right there. When he shows up, the level of play goes up. When he shows up, level of play goes up. Even if Mike Landis says it doesn't, it absolutely does. Bronson McDuffie in the house today. Brent Halverson is also here. Larceny Bourbon Locks, Luna Azul Tequila shots, as I mentioned a little bit earlier. The final show that we're going to do until 2026.
It is.
And that sucks.
It does suck. And man, and again, it seems like it takes so long to get here for football season. Then all of a sudden, bam, we're right here, right? We're already in week 16. So it's going to be a tough few weeks, John, but at least we've got old St. Nick going to be joining us Thursday, and we won't be on air. And then we've got baby New Year coming in the following Thursday.
I think we can do Christmas and New Year's Day and not miss a beat.
Well, hey, we'll kind of hold on to the goodwill and let's get out of 25 and roll into 26, and we'll kick off a new season next year.
I tell you what, let's take a break and come back. I want you to look at the college football playoff start here in these games, including Oklahoma and Alabama. We'll go over that on the other side. Mike Chappell joins us coming up at the top of the hour. Your buddy Kevin Todd, coming up 5:30 today. I think it's Kevin Todd's last appearance of the year on the show. He joins us at 5:30. Coach's Tavern downtown, Week 16. Larceny Bourbon Locks and Luna Azul Tequila shot. Pacers playing downtown against the Knicks tonight, so there's no good reason why you can't join us and be down and hang out and have some samples and more from the Heaven Hill Distillery brands that you know and you love. It's Larceny Bourbon Locks, Luna Azul Tequila shots, the AAA Membership Lounge via YouTube Live. You guys check that out. Do that right now on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
I'm Mark Boyle, voice of the Indiana Pacers. For your best shot at better water, Go local with C&J Water. They're Hoosiers serving Hoosiers, bringing cleaner, safer, better tasting water to homes across central Indiana. When you purchase a new water softener in November or December, C&J Water donates to the Pacers Foundation, helping those in need here at home. Better water for your family, helping those in need at home and abroad. For your best shot at better water, trust the local pros at C&J Water.
Hey, the best in plumbing, that's Lance, the local team, LD Smith Plumbing. Clear those drains, everybody. Because if you have a drain and it's clogged with all this excessive melting going on, that can be problematic. A 317-927-7186. Have I told you before? The best in plumbing? Lance, local team, LD Smith Plumbing. So get on that case right now because you don't want to suffer the consequences later. It could be even worse for you, too. 317-927-7186. Any of your plumbing needs, the best in plumbing, LD Smith Plumbing. Online, that's ldsmithplumbing.com today.
You'll get more than you expect with McValue at McDonald's. Like deals on your late-night go-tos when the party goes till dawn. And savings on their faves. So date night always passes the vibe check. Plus, when the fam shows up for the weekend, you can show out for breakfast.
Enjoy a $3 sausage McMuffin with egg or egg McMuffin and pair it with a $1.49 any size Coke. Price of participation may vary, cannot be combined with any other offer.
Guys, you can screw up your fantasy roster, you can whiff on a parlay, but you don't mess up the ring. Go to Moyer Fine Jewelers in Carmel. They only sell natural, hand-selected, top-quality diamonds at competitive prices. And to make it even easier, mention JMV and get $500 off your engagement ring now through Christmas Eve. That's Moyer Fine Jewelers just north of 146th Street in Carmel or online, MoyerFineJewelers.com. Exclusions apply.
Do you need heating service and want to find a dealer you can trust in Boone and Hamilton County like Jim's Heating and Air Conditioning? Just go to IndyHomeComfort.com.
Four Winds South Bend's Ribbontown Event Center will be transformed into a night of glitz and glamour for a New Year's Eve party to remember. Enjoy live entertainment featuring DJ Jellyfish and Naughty, party favors, appetizers, and a cash bar. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. Dress to impress and ring in 2026 with a party at Four Winds South Bend. Your entertainment escape.
When the new year hits, every business could use a little something to stay ahead. A lift, a jump start, an edge, or perhaps a boost. Like the all-new 5-year business boost from Comcast Business. It's the certainty of a price lock for 5 years on qualifying internet bundles. Plus, you'll have the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment, so your whole team can stay connected at a great rate. And to sweeten the deal, ask about a $500 prepaid card when you add 2 lines of mobile. It's the boost your business deserves. So sign up for the 5-year business boost and get a 5-year price lock on ultra-reliable Wi-Fi. Plus, ask about a $500 prepaid card. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 2/22/26, new customers only. 1-year contract required for guaranteed rate. 5-year pricing applies to monthly service charge excluding taxes and fees. Best Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
Hey there, it's Jake Query with a question for you. What are your dinner plans? Or do you even have a plan? I want you to be a hero tonight. Be a winner. Be a champion as a dinner provider. Get the Chicago's $25 medium pizza special tonight. 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas and an order of fresh hot breadsticks, all for just $25. You can pick up, delivery, dine in, DoorDash, whatever it might be. Be a winner at dinner with the $25 medium pizza family meal deal. This is not cheap, average, fast chain pizza. This is pizza with crust, handmade every day and topped generously with fresh ingredients made by local owner-operators who obsess over every slice. Add a salad, pasta, or sandwich to make any picky eater happy. Order online at chicagospizza.com. Click on your closest location and order the $25 medium pizza family meal deal. 25 is the special number, $25 medium pizza family meal deal, and 25 Indiana locations, 18 of them in Central Indiana. Make the entire family happy tonight. Even better, make yourself happy tonight with Chicago's Pizza. Chicago's Pizza, where there's a story told in every slice.
Christmas Nights of Lights drive-through holiday spectacular returns to the Indiana State Fairgrounds November 7th through December 31st. Synchronize to your favorite Christmas tunes and a million sparkling lights. Enjoy a dazzling winter wonderland for the whole family. Reserve your spot at ChristmasNightsOfLights.com.
BullseyeEventGroup.com, the Colts VIP tailgate presented by Hayes & Sons Restoration. Your Colts game day experience the best it can be. Log on and get your passes now. BullseyeEventGroup.com.
Oklahoma hosts Alabama in round 1 of the college football playoff. Tomorrow night at 7:30 on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
The Ride with JMV.
Why not, Mr. Venkman? Because you did not use the magic word. What is the magic word, Mr. Venkman? Please.
93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
I'm John, and I want to thank you for joining us at Coach's Tavern. We're downtown. Los City Bourbon Locks, Luna Azul Tequila Shots, the final of the year with Mike Chappell, top of the hour. Kevin Todd, bottom of the hour. Brent Ulverson, JMV, is here. Brent, have you eyeballed the start of the college football playoff to the point where you feel secure in giving everybody out there your particular selections? What do you got?
Well, if we're talking about to start off tomorrow night, we start everything off on the
We
playoff
do.
side of things with Alabama and Oklahoma tomorrow. Got Oklahoma laying 1.5. A lot of people really like Alabama. I don't. I think Oklahoma is going to pull this one. I think it's going to be a close game, 23-20, something along those lines. Watching Alabama against Georgia, was that last week? I think 2 weeks ago, whenever it was. They just don't have it.
They don't look like they have it.
They don't look like they have it. So I think I like Oklahoma in that game. Moving on to Saturday, we've got Miami and Texas A&M. I really like Texas A&M in this game. Laying 3.5. I think they cover that pretty easily. Then you got Tulane and Ole Miss. Ole Miss, of course, missing some coaching abilities. Laying 17 against the Green Wave. I think it's going to be close to that number, but I kind of lean the
So
chalk.
the two Lane coaches staying.
Yes.
But Lane Kiffin went to Baton Rouge.
He's gone.
And then Lane Kiffin gets the money. If they were to win and continue to go, he gets the bonus out of that.
Is that right? I haven't dove.
Yeah, that's kind of what a snake does.
Okay,
So,
well, that's
yeah.
what snakes do, and
Very
that's what snakes
snaky.
get. But I think that game's going to be kind of close to that number. I'm personally going to lay off of that one. I think Ole Miss probably would cover that 17. The one that's going to be interesting, I think, James Madison could be a little sneaky on Oregon. 20.5 point,
James
20.5 point spread. I still think I still lean Oregon in that, but that'd be the one that I'm kind of more concerned about.
I think that game's going to be over at the half.
It probably will. Oregon's a fast track team, right? They get out
Yeah.
there and pump, and that's probably what James Madison's not used to, playing those powerhouses like that. So I would. I mean, again, it's all chalky. I would take all the favorites in this first little segment here. It's going to be an interesting run because I think Texas Tech is the team that really scares me. Hopefully seeing IU playing either Oklahoma or Alabama, kind of thinking it's going to be Oklahoma. Think they get by them, but then Texas Tech is up there lurking. And I think that's going to be a football game right there. I mean, you've got two strong defenses going at each other, kind of like that Ohio State IU game was. I honestly, John, I think we could see a rematch of the Big Ten championship. As chalky as that sounds, with 1 and 2 coming back around, I really think you might see that. And hey, look what Indiana's done. I can't turn my head on them now. I've been riding them all year. I think they're going to continue. They might just go through and roll them all out and go ahead and wrap this up, call this a great year, and win it all.
It is absolutely amazing where IU is. And then, if you want to talk about, for example, Michigan, and just the incredible soap opera that they're in right now.
Oh, boy.
It is even more amazing.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, and again, you look what the coaches, right? They have a big play on everything.
Yeah.
And look what Signetti's done with the Hoosiers. We all know that. We've talked about it in depth. You can see it on paper, what's happened. And then you look at Michigan, and man, oh boy, had some outside the football field stuff going on right there.
Oh,
so,
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, he's got himself in a heap.
He was nuts.
He was nuts. So
I mean, I know some of these dudes. I'm good right now. I know some of these dudes are nuts, but he was like extra nuts.
Oh, extra nuts indeed.
Yeah.
So
and nuts is a good way to describe it.
yeah. So you know what?
And then you got this like clean and proper dude in Dusty May, and this wrecking shot for the basketball program, and you got sexually deviant nut job Sharon Moore running around as your football coach. Well done up there. Good God.
Oh Lord, it's
Michigan.
been a mess.
Well done, Michigan.
It has been a mess. Plus, they got beat by Ohio State, right? So
They did.
It's just a kick in the.
So what are the odds? Do you have any odds on whether or not, and you don't have to look this up, this is your guess, on whether or not the Bears are going to end up playing in the state of Indiana, Northwest Indiana, one of these days? I love it. I got to love this conversation. It is so stupid. And I do wonder, we'll ask Mike about this coming up, Mike Chappell at the top of the hour. I can't imagine that the Colts brass, Carly Ursay Gordon and company, would be very happy about this happening. Yeah, even if that is Chicago Bears company or country in general up there, right?
It is, and I honestly don't see it happening, John. I really don't.
There's no way.
What was the whole Arlington thing where they were going to be moving
Kevin
out to,
Warren
right?
was hired to get something done. Kevin Warren hadn't got something done, so he's thrown out this, this is what we could do, and now Bears people are going to, oh, my God, no, they may go to Hammond.
I just don't see that.
Let's go to Roselawn, the Ponderosa Sun Club.
Hey, they'd be skin it to win it, in it to win it, skin it to win it.
Skin to win is always big time right there.
Yeah.
I love this story because I love a little bit of FUBAR, and let's just face it, the Bears moving to Northwest Indiana would be FUBAR. So I think we all have to embrace that a little bit, don't we? I mean, you as a Packer fan, don't you embrace that? Gotta.
I don't even know how to think about it, John.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, again, that is Bears country. That's kind of got a lot of great friends and accounts and things up there. That's all it is, all Bears country. But
it's also an armpit, too.
It is an armpit. It is an armpit, and I don't think it's, I don't see it happening. If there was a line on that, I would bet against it, personally.
I love it. Tony Donohue's somewhere right now going, man, because Tony used to take this as the producer of this show when I called where he is from, because he is from, Hobart. And Portage, Portage is where Tony is from. Same thing. I used to call it an armpit for him all the time, so I'm sure he's loving every single thing.
Yeah, it's wild, though. Soldier Field is a very, it's a kind of an iconic place, and I've had the pleasure of seeing many football games there, concerts, all the Grateful Dead 50th anniversary there, just outstanding. It is a great place. I know what they're wanting to do. They want to get that congestion out of already a super congested area. Mm. But, in reading, kind of this whole exploring, moving to Northwest Indiana thing, I don't see it. I really don't.
That was Kevin Warren's job when they hired him, was to get this thing done.
Yeah.
And
I know it's talking about public funding, $900 million of public funding they're looking for, a new stadium in Cook County. But they've received little urgency from state officials. I think this talk right now will cause that urgency to raise up.
That's what they think.
I think that's exactly what they're pushing for.
Maybe it ends up in Hammond or Roselawn. The Ponderosa Sun Club, presented by High Society Magazine. I think that's perfect right there. All right, Brent, we'll come back. Mike Chappell's going to join us coming up on the other side. We'll ask him regarding the Colts and Colts ownership, how they may feel about that. And then obviously the injury situations, who's going to be back in the Monday night matchup against the Niners. Coach's Tavern downtown. Do not go anywhere. Larceny Bourbon Locks, Luna Azul Tequila Shots. We are on a Thursday. We would love to see you too. 93.5, 107.5 The Fan.
93.5 and 107.5 The Fan. Your home for indie sports. Now with even more ways to listen.
Listen on air.
Online at 1075thefan.com.
And on our free app.
Stay connected to all things indie sports, including the latest news, show blogs, and catch up on what you've missed with our podcast.
We're never more than just a click away.
Download our app at Google Play and on the App Store. From your home for indie sports.
93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
Welcome to Wawa. We're open 24/7, so when the sun goes down but everyone's still up, Wawa has your late night fuel. Headed to a hangout? Stop in for snacks and sodas. Binge your favorite shows with burgers and hoagies. Gather around the table with garlic knots and a cheesy Wawa pizza. Or just chill on the couch with fries and whatever milkshake sounds good. Your night just got a whole lot tastier. Freshly made burgers, pizza, and so much more. When you got a late night craving, you got a Wawa. Price and participation may vary by store.
Hey, it's Tyrese Halliburton. I've met some incredible people right here in Indiana, all waiting for a life-saving organ transplant. Different backgrounds, different stories, but they all had one thing in common: hope. Saying yes to organ donation provides that hope. One organ donor can save up to 8 lives. That's 8 families who get more time together. You have the power to save lives. So next time you're at the BMV, or even right now at DonateLifeIndiana.org, say yes to organ donation.
The following is a district-wide service announcement from the District Tap.
The District Tap. Craft beer on tap and damn good food. Wait, hey, can we say that? Damn good food?
Yes, I'm told that damn good food is totally acceptable. Go ahead and pick it up from there.
The District Tap. Craft beer on tap and damn good food. And don't get me started on all the sports at the tap. Over 60 big f***ing screens with as much NFL and collegiate football action as you can handle. Weeknight matchups? Yeah, we have weeknight games. Looking for a spot downtown to catch that game? Get your f***ing ass over to our new downtown location at the corner of Georgia Street and Meridian. Game on at the District Tap. How's that?
Fan-tastic.
The District Tap. Craft beer on tap and damn good food. North at 82nd Street, just east of Keystone at the Crossing, and downtown at the corner of Georgia Street and Meridian. Online at thedistricttap.com.
JMV here for my friends John and Chris Love at Love Heating and Air Conditioning. Make sure your home is cozy and comfortable during these icy cold winter months. Need heating service? Tell them JMV sent you. If a repair is needed, Love will waive the $95 service fee. And should you need a new furnace, Love is a Heil Heating and Cooling dealer. Call Love today, 317-353-2141. Let Love and Heil take care of your home today. 317-353-2141. Tell them JMV sent you.
107.5 The Fan and Franciscan Health present Good for the Heart Fridays. Listen to Jake Query every Friday to hear a heartwarming story from our local community. Jake knows firsthand the importance of heart health. Jake and The Fan have teamed up with Franciscan Health to make a difference, one beat at a time. Good for the Heart Fridays, brought to you by Franciscan Health Heart Center. Learn proactive measures to keep your heart healthy and schedule your heart scan at franciscanhealth.org/screening bundles.
With Wawa's Rewards program, you can rack up points on the items you buy every day, even fuel. Boost your totals with a breakfast sizzly. Score points with your morning coffee. With Wawa Rewards, points put the power in your hands. You can choose to redeem them for what you love most, like an iced latte for an extra pick-me-up or your lunchtime hoagie. Download the Wawa app today. When you gotta get rewarded, you gotta Wawa. Fuel rewards not available in New Jersey or were legally prohibited. See full details at wawarewards.com. Price and participation may vary by store.
Hi, I'm Maria, salon owner. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic, made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
BullseyeEventGroup.com, the Colts VIP tailgate presented by Hayes & Sons Restoration. Your Colts game day experience the best it can be. Log on and get your passes now. BullseyeEventGroup.com.
Jake Query here. Each weekday noon to 3, guests appear live on the Java House Peel and Pour guest line. Use code JAKE25 at javahouse.com to save 25% on your first order.
From the DriveHubler.com studios, this is 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
WIBC HD2, HD3, Indianapolis. The Cal Bears face the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors in the Hawaii Bowl. Wednesday night at 7:30 on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
The Ride with JMV.
Now you listen here. He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. Now go away.
93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
Win Schuler's spreadability. Original sharp cheddar, bacon and cheddar, and jalapeno pepper. You're going to find that in Carmel, Neiman's Harvest Market. You're going to find that at Gordon Food Service and Meyer locations throughout the state of Indiana. Elite level snacking with Win Schuler's. Hey, shout out to my man Eric Wilson of Andy Moore Buick GMC, who is listing Brent right now to us.
Hi, Eric. How are you, my friend?
Eric is awesome. Eric will get you a deal right now. You need a new ride?
Ooh. I was using
we can do that too.
Yeah.
So shout out to Eric Wilson that's listening. Shout out to everybody else out there listening, and shout out to my bladder because I'm kind of boxed in here and I can't get to the bathroom. So shout out to my bladder that has allowed me to sit here and not have to get up and go to the bathroom so far.
Pretty impressive.
It is good considering I think I normally when I'm going through urination, I get the sensation that I have to go again when I'm doing it. That's how old I am at 56.
They say once you break the seal,
Yeah.
right? I mean, you don't want to break that seal. So.
And the seal has not been broken just yet, but a shout out to my bladder that's hanging in there for me right now. Any thoughts before we get to Mike Chappell right here? A lot of people want these Ross shirts that he created, I guess, right?
I've had several text messages and Facebook messages come in as of late. The Ross, there's a lot of people that want these.
Ryan Nally wants one.
Ryan, our good friend Ryan Nally for Joe's. Derek White. Hey, Derek, hope your arm gets better, my man. I know he had a little surgery today. He wanted to be here. A lot of people shooting out about these shirts, and I've seen a couple pictures off. They're outstanding, man. I mean, I can't thank you enough. That's very, very kind of you guys. So.
Well done, Ross, right there. All right, Brent's going to rejoin coming up in a minute, too. We've got Kevin Todd, bottom of the hour. Busy show tomorrow. We're going to be at Whiskey Business on Pendleton Pike on a Bud Light Blue Friday with Monday Night Football tickets to give away. But on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline, the pride of Beach Grove is Mike Chappell of CBS 4 and Fox 59. I'm going to start right here with the Kevin Warren angle now of Northwest Indiana being in play. How might Carly Ursay-Gordon and ownership of the Colts feel about that ploy?
I don't know why you would be against it. I mean, they're not talking about moving it to Carmel. So the fact.
Well, you can't take away the armpit from us all. We've got to have some armpit support, don't we?
Well, this might spruce up that corner of the state.
Yeah, it would.
But this isn't like some team moving, and they're moving, to Louisville, to where teams would have a problem. So I don't think they would have an issue with it. It would sort of be, come on down, or to that part, and it would be a smack on Chicago is what it would be. It would look bad on them. But I'm telling you, and I posted it on social. I've got some real estate that we can haggle over the price, but
yes.
They could have it. They could break ground immediately in Beach Grove if they want to.
Let me tell you this, Mike. We could put that bad boy in Linton, Indiana, in the heart of Greene County, on the other side of the river, the bad side of the river, right there.
There's always options. Sometimes they're bad options.
Yeah, it's just kind of funny because I know that's why the Bears hired Kevin Warren to really get this going and put this thing into place. And you can tell, I know a lot of people think, well, you know what, it is a reality that Northwest Indiana is an option, but others kind of view it as, well, this is kind of a leverage builder for Kevin Warren and the Bears on a project that he was supposed to get going that is slow afoot right now.
Well, everything's leverage. Everything's leverage and putting the squeeze on people. And, we've seen this, back in the day on, teams threatening to move to L.A. or whatever and to get a sweeter deal where you're at. So it's all a game they play. This will probably be back where they anticipate. Was it Arlington Heights? Is that what it is? I'm not that up on it.
Yeah, Arlington Heights, yeah.
So that's where it'll probably be. They just want to get something better from that area. But it's a cool story that for a short time, that Indiana almost had another pro team.
Hey, by the way, two Pacer fans, Carl Anthony Towns and Josh Hart out tonight. Mitchell Robinson and OG Anunoby available for the Knicks. Knicks and Pacers. The Knicks are the, whatever, who cares? The Emirates Cup champions. Nobody cares about that. They get the Pacers coming up here downtown, about a block from where we are right now, coming up at Gainbridge Fieldhouse later on tonight. Mike Chappell of CBS 4 and Fox 59 is with us. So, again, why the difference? And I think I know why, but I want your thoughts on it between how the situation was described regarding Anthony Richardson from his head coach, Shane Steichen, and then himself earlier today.
Well, I think I sort of am viewing it from a different angle than a lot of people are. I kind of know what I think's going to happen, and I'm going to be surprised if Richardson plays this year. I just am. Now, if he gets out there against Houston, fine, then I was wrong. But I don't know how much difference there is in what was said. The problem with Shane Steichen is he doesn't give us he doesn't always give us specifics. And some of it is teams don't want to do that, and some of it is there are HIPAA rules. And here, please, I'm not defending Shane Steichen. I'm not. But the most we were going to get today about the eye is there's vision limitations. And we asked, a couple of guys asked, well, what are the limitations? Is it vision? Is it peripheral vision? And they're not going to get into that. From Shane Steichen is he's being cleared to practice from the fractured eye, and from the vision standpoint, he's still limited vision. I don't think they know how the limited vision is going to impact playing a position that requires your full vision just to see things coming and to see things opening up. And he hasn't practiced in 11 weeks. And then when we talked to Richardson today, I thought the furthest he went was, I asked him, do you envision yourself playing this year? He said, I do. He said, this is a game I love. He didn't say, damn it, I want to play. But he made it very clear that he wants to play.
He doesn't want to sound like a wussy. He doesn't want to sound like tap-out guy.
Well,
yeah.
I'll let you go there, but I know what you're saying. But he didn't say, I'm ready to play right now. And because he's not, he can't be. He can't be in football shape, because part of the problem with that fractured eye is you can't run around, you can't jar the fractured orbital bone part, even after it was addressed and fixed, and the stitches in the eye and all that. So he's got a fractured face, for crying out loud. So it's going to take some time to really not do, I guess, ride a stationary bike, I guess you can do. So I don't know how far he is away from actually playing a game. I do think there's a level where the team is concerned of him getting, not of him getting hurt, but him aggravating fractured orbital, because the way Anthony Richardson plays, he's going to get hit. He just is. They're not going to bring him back if he comes back and have him hand off 30 times. He'll play his game. Do I think it'll be this year? Probably not. Now, having said that, if you want to get him out there for 3 or 4 plays and run gimmicks and all that, okay. But then he's getting hit on those. So I don't know. I think the difference is that the Colts haven't been real, I guess, detailed in, okay, first he's been cleared, like on Monday, he's been cleared for physical activity. Well, a lot of us would say, well, that means because he's throwing and running, well, then he's ready for football activities. Well, that was a leap that I took. And then today he's out there practicing, but he's not, practicing, if you know what I mean. He's being eased into it. So I don't know. They ruled him out for Monday, so I'm glad they said that. But the last 2 games could be in play, I guess. In my mind, I think they've approached the last part of the season as, these last 2 games, if we win, we got a chance. Not that you're throwing away Seattle or Frisco, and they darn near beat Seattle. But it'll kind of like they're pouring everything into the last 2 games. I think there's a chance Buckner plays this week and maybe Sauce Gardner next week. But I think right now they're so committed to Phillip Rivers that maybe Richardson comes back to be the backup for this game or 2. I don't know. It's one, though, that when you don't get really specific from the team point of view, it leaves speculation to, well, maybe Monday he's going to play, and maybe next week against Jacksonville. Yeah. People just have to realize he's not practiced in 11 weeks.
Now they want to squash that, don't they? That's part of the Steichen's ploy, was trying to squash the thought that he was going to be available. That's the way I felt today.
But the problem is, no one knows if, not available, not this week, of course. But they're not going to say, and he's not going to play next week. They're not going to do that. I would expect them to do that. This is going to be a week-to-week thing, and Shane's going to have to address it every week. Well, what about this week? Well, we'll see. And what we're going to get is, we'll see how he progresses, because that's all they can do, and all I would expect him to do. I would not expect him to play Jacksonville, maybe Houston, and then you want to put a guy who hasn't played in, 13, 14 weeks to go out against Houston, which has got the best defense in the league, and they're going to beat the heck out of you because they're that good. It's a difficult situation. Does he need to play before the offseason to show that he's okay? I don't know. He's going to be the same quarterback. It's not like this time off he's developed more accuracy. You know, I mean, he's still a 50% passer. So I don't know what he needs to prove before the offseason. I really don't know what he needs to prove.
So Mike Chappell of CBS 4 on Fox 59. He's on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. So curious your thoughts on Seattle on Sunday. Obviously, at quarterback, 44-year-old Phillip Rivers kept them in it. But did he also help in the cause of keeping them from winning it, considering his limitations down the field?
Right. I thought that was an example of a pitcher pitching a perfect game for 8 innings and then giving up a leadoff home run in the bottom of the ninth, and you get beat 1-0. They did almost everything right. Offensively, they did, but they left a few plays on the field. They did almost everything right. Special teams. I mean, you got a 60-yard field goal by Groupie for crying out loud. But then on the ensuing kickoff, it was a little bit short, and it gave them a little bit shorter of a field. And then the defense, they held them out of the end zone. No touchdowns, and 2 of 15 on third downs, and 50 yards rushing, 2.3 yards. Yet you couldn't make a play on the last drive. It was like the Kansas City game, where you did so much right, and then you can't get off the field when you've got the game in your hand. If you ask any defensive player anytime, hey, we're going to give you an 18-16 lead, 40 seconds to play, the ball's on their 37, and sign me up. And you've got to close the door. They didn't do it. And it's like I say, that right now they're playing just good enough to lose, and that's where they're stuck. And you can't play that way against Seattle, and San Francisco, and Jacksonville, and Houston. And you know they've got to do more this week. Whether Rivers can, I don't know. They've got to find a way to get the ball down the field to Pierce. They do, because until they show that they can at least have a threat downfield, JT is going to have 8 and 9-man boxes, and it's just tough to run when it's like that. So Steichen and Jim Bob Cooter got to come up with some form or fashion to open things up to where they give JT a chance to get to the second level and break some plays.
Hey, Mike, would you have designed a couple of long ball, kind of jump ball throws to Alec Pierce on Sunday just for the reason of loosening things up? I mean, you have to try to do something. That's one of the things that crossed my mind on Sunday that they never did until, obviously the end of the game situation when they needed it, and it didn't happen.
Yeah. And that's the thing, but they were so concerned, and rightfully so, of not getting the quarterback hit. And, I mean, they average 4.4 yards a pass attempt or something, and that's Matt Ryan level. And you can't win like that. But they got rid of the ball quickly. They had the screens and the short passes and, the touchdowns and downs on that shallow crosser. But I thought they were so conscious of not having him hold the ball. And you can't, if you're going to take your shots deep, you've got to hold the ball for a few seconds to give Pierce a chance to get downfield. But I do think, yes, I think they need to do that. And then, oh, by the way, Braden Smith's out for the season. You've got a rookie playing right tackle, and we don't know about, Bernie Ryman with his elbow. He didn't practice today. So you may have Luke Tenuta playing left tackle. So everything that you want to do, you're limited by a quarterback who really can't move very well. He couldn't move very well when he played. And you've got 2 very, very inexperienced tackles playing. So it's what you want to do and what you're able to do are 2 totally different things, especially now.
So Mike Chappell of CBS 4 on Fox 59, you mentioned DeForest Buckner. Your thoughts on his return Monday, and where are we with Sauce Gardner right now on that secondary?
When we talked to Buck last week, he just didn't he didn't have his usual bubble in his voice where he was so upbeat. I didn't, and he didn't play that last week, which is how it turned out. This week we'll see. He was full practice today, and this will be against his old team on Monday night, and you've still got playoff hopes. I think this is the game where they're going to have to hold him back. They'll have to take his helmet so that he doesn't play. I just think that's how he's built. We were joking that sometimes I say, well, this is a horseshoe guy when they sign somebody. Well, DeForest Buckner's a horseshoe guy. He is. I mean, if you could ever draw up what you want a player to be, this is it. And he's a damn good player to boot. So I think he plays. Sauce Gardner, I don't know. Not practicing today, in my mind, is not ideal. We'll see tomorrow. Again, maybe he's one of those guys that they're really pointing on. If we can get to these last two games and find a way to win them, then we got a chance. But I think they got a chance to beat Frisco. I really do. But I just wonder. We'll know tomorrow. If Sauce doesn't practice tomorrow, then in my mind he's not playing. But they need their defensive players back, Buck and Sauce. I mean, they're not getting Mooney Ward back till next year, so they just don't have many difference makers. They just don't. The two ends aren't giving you what you need with Quiddy Pay and Latu. And I'm curious how they're going to cover George Kittle. That's a lot of times that's linebacker territory, and that can't be. So again, Frisco's got this game is all about difference makers, and they've got two or three, and Kittle and McCaffrey are at the top of the list. So I think this is a winnable game, but Frisco's got some pretty good players you got to account for.
Mike Chappell of CBS 4 and Fox 59. How do you view Shane Steichen and Chris Ballard and their gigs? And I guess I'll ask you this from the angle, what if they lose out? And I know that's the negative, but if they lose out, because here's why I say this. You go back to the trade deadline, and I thought that everybody's coming back because of what they invested in Sauce Gardner to win right now. So to me, that dictated that everybody was coming back. But if they were to fade out of the playoff picture in the fashion in which we have seen them so far for the rest of the season, does that change things at all for you?
Boy, losing 7 in a row in the season would be so difficult, and it's very possible. It is. Maybe how they finish, not wins and losses, but is it 18-16? Is it 21-20? Is it in these last games where boy you were right there? Does that change? Does the end result overwhelm how you played hard and didn't win? I don't know. Carly and her sisters primarily Carly, has such a decision to make because it's easy. It's easy to sit there and say, when Daniel Jones was healthy, we were kicking ass. We were doing some good things. And you lose your starting quarterback and your backup quarterback has a freak eye injury, and then you lose Buckner, and then you lose your three best defensive players, Buckner, Mooney, and Sauce Gardner. So I don't know. It's a really good question, and it's not an easy answer. It's not.
Are you with me right now thinking that they're all back? Because I think right now they're all back. But the final 3 games, I think, may dictate the tempo on this thing a little bit.
I think so, too. Now, if they go out there and have a New York Giants game where they just get their pants pulled down, that's different. That's different, and that could change things. I don't think that happens. But, like the defense can only play so long like it did in Seattle, and then overall talent wins out. So, yeah, that's a good point. I think it matters. Not so much the wins and losses. I hope they win one just because of let's say optics, if no other reason. But it's almost more important how they finish. They don't have three or four turnovers a game, and the defense just gets rolled. Then maybe your mindset changes. I just don't see this team going belly up. I just don't. But boy, they need to get some players back. They need to get Buck back. They need to get Gardner back because this game's still about players. My issue is I don't know how, when you've got such a limited offense, how you can't keep playing 18 to 16 games. You can't do it.
That's right.
Too hard on the rest of the team.
But the 1960s mentality doesn't work here.
Right.
Yeah. And
it's a great topic. Yep.
Mike, I'll look at Phillip Rivers on Sunday as somebody that kept you in it and did a nice job of making sure you navigate. But one of the biggest reasons why you end up losing is because you couldn't stretch it whatsoever. Right. And that is just what you have to do in this era of the NFL. There's no way around it.
It was like 215 yards total offense. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't win that way. So they've got to. And again, this year they're 0-6 when it's 20 points or fewer, and that's what it's been during this streak where they're not winning and losing 4 out of 5, whatever it is, 5 out of 6, I guess. So again, you got to score. It just puts too much pressure on every other area that they can't. The defense can't screw up because the offense can't score. Special teams. Can you imagine if Ruby misses a couple field goals in a game? It puts too much. And when they signed him, he had missed the most field goals in the league.
Hey, Mike, Shane Steichen played for 60-yarders to win games twice this year. That's incredible to me.
That's just not the way you can do it. And it took a great back shoulder throw and catch to Pierce, and then a couple of plays later to get in position for that. So that's just not the way. That's not a formula at all. That's where they are. But no, you and I are on the same page. They've got to find a way. And I'm sure Reggie Wayne would say, amen, brother, that they've got to get the ball down the field. Because when you don't, everybody is up at the line of scrimmage, and it's just hard to play offense like that. I don't care what level you're at.
Mike, appreciate you. We'll see you on Monday night in the press box. Thank you.
Be well, buddy.
It's Mike Chappell of CBS 4 and Fox 59 on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. Hey, we're live at Coach's Tavern. Quick break. We'll come back. Brent Holverson's good friend, Kevin Todd's going to join us on the other side. His picks, I don't know exactly what that is just yet, but his picks are coming up. And we got a final time with Brent and Tommy S. going to join us too, by the way. I mentioned too, the Knicks and the Pacers just a block away at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. No Karl Anthony Towns nor Josh Hart for the Knicks coming up later on tonight. But OG and Mitchell Robinson go for the Knicks against the Pacers tonight. You can hear that right here on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan. Quick break, we'll come back. Do not go anywhere. Stream the app, HD Radio, AAA Membership Lounge via YouTube Live. Thank you for joining us on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
Hey there, Jake Query for Surfside. Look for the can with the sunset stripes. This time of year, in particular, when you're needing sunshine, no problem. Sunshine in the can is Surfside. I'm talking about iced tea and vodka, lemonade and vodka. New flavors coming for the new year, but for now, the raspberry tea, the green tea, and the lemonade itself with that little splash of vodka is so awesome. And with no carbonation, oh so smooth, so easy to drink, and just 100 calories and 2 grams of sugar. Surfside, look for it wherever you buy your favorite adult beverage, and please be 21 and drink responsibly.
Hey, sorry about that. I was actually asking Kurt if I had a break here in just a second. Hey, Heaven Hill Distillery brings us Larceny Bourbon Locks and the Luna Azul Tequila Shots. So here's the thing. This is the final one for 2025, but fire up for 2026. Again, the Tavern Tours and our Larceny Bourbon Locks and the Luna Azul Tequila Shots. You know all the products that they have. Heaven Hill Distillery brings us to you every single football season. And then over the course of the year, with very special locations with Tavern Tours. Now, by the way, if you know of a bar, maybe a place that you love, where you would like us to go and do a live show, make sure you let me know. That's the Tavern Tour Stops, and of course, Larceny Bourbon Locks and Luna Azul Tequila Shots with Heaven Hill Distillery, 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
Hellsberg Gifts checked off the list. Now, time for wrapping. Earrings for mom. a gold bracelet to match the rings Danielle wears every day. And for Dad, a new watch, because we all know he needs one. All right, this is going to be a good one.
Our favorite things for your favorite people. Shop in store at Hellsberg.com for up to 50% off.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Consider yourself a bourbon connoisseur? Twin Peaks is proud to offer an exclusive and extensive collection of some incredibly rare bourbons, whiskeys, and tequilas, plus barrel selects that are handpicked and bottled just for you. Supply is limited. Check with your favorite location to see what they're pouring.
Marcus Morris here with Family Heating and Air. As we're reaching colder weather, you may find yourself in need of furnace service. At Family, we specialize in solutions to extend your furnace life. Call the Fix-It team from Family. You can easily reach us at FamilyHVAC.net. From our family to yours, have a happy holiday.
Family Heating and Air is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
At Advent, we help sleep apnea sufferers avoid the CPAP machine by getting your nose and throat working with our unique Advent approach that you won't find elsewhere.
I was seriously injured. It was definitely somebody's fault, and I didn't actually know who, so I needed to call someone. I was really happy to have a law firm like Hensley that had ethics. I made the best call.
It happens. Hire Hensley.
Prescription products require completion of an online consultation with an independent healthcare provider and are only available if prescribed. Subscription required. Additional restrictions apply. See website for more details and safety information.
Is Cialis Daily really better than Viagra?
If you like spontaneity, the answer is yes. So when the mood strikes, you're ready to go.
I felt like a young man again. My wife is definitely much happier.
When you take it, you're ready to go.
Does Cialis Daily last longer than Viagra?
Guys are raving that their results last even longer.
My partner thinks that I am a rock star.
Because it is effective, I say I'm on a second honeymoon.
It's literally life-changing.
Are 30-day sample packs available?
You can now access a 30-day sample pack at TryRexMD.com with generics if appropriate. Online approval at TryRexMD.com is simple, with medication delivered direct to your door. There's no copay, no doctor office visit, and your shipping is always free. Visit TryRexMD.com to get your sample pack. That's TryRexMD.com.
Christmas Nights of Lights Drive-Thru Holiday Spectacular returns to the Indiana State Fairgrounds November 7th through December 31st. Synchronize to your favorite Christmas tunes and a million sparkling lights. Enjoy a dazzling winter wonderland for the whole family. Reserve your spot at ChristmasNightsOfLights.com.
Hi, I'm Lexi, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. We'll help you find last-minute gifts that don't look last-minute, even if you're still planning to propose. At Shane Company, we'll show you perfect gifts at perfect prices, in stock and ready to give. Like hand-matched diamond studs, 14-karat gold chains, or the ultimate gift, a beautiful engagement ring. We have longer store hours, so you can skip the crowds and shop when you want, or visit us at shaneco.com. Because a friend wants you to be a holiday hero. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
It's BullseyeEventGroup.com, the Colts VIP tailgate presented by Hayes & Sons Restoration. Your Colts game day experience the best it can be. Log on and get your passes now. BullseyeEventGroup.com.
93.5 and 107.5 The Fan. Your home for indie sports. Now with even more ways to listen.
Listen on air.
Online at 1075thefan.com.
And on our free app.
Stay connected to all things indie sports, including the latest news, show blogs, and catch up on what you've missed with our podcast.
We're never more than just a click away.
Download our app at Google Play and on the App Store. From your home for indie sports.
93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
The Ride with JMV.
Excuse me, Robo. Any special message for all the kids watching at home?
Stay out of trouble. 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
Oh, Coach's Tavern is a great location. Tommy S. is going to rejoin us over here. Brent Holverson in just a second, too. And Nixon Pacers, Cambridge Fieldhouse later on tonight. Of course, Mike Chappell just with us regarding the injury situations for the Colts. The Monday nighter against the Niners. Week 16, Larceny Bourbon Locks, Luna Azul Tequila Shots. Brent is back. How you doing, Brent?
Outstanding, my friend. I was just enjoying a nice Luna Azul Tequila here at Coach's Tavern, talking to the lovely Michelle's over there. Had a chance to say
Michelle
hi to her.
Kiefer's over there. Is she giving you your big ideas?
No, we were just kind of rapping a little bit. You know, it's always good to catch up with her. And I was hearing about your new facilities that you guys have moved into.
Oh, yeah,
and
they're new facilities, all right, buddy.
And then we had Mr. Ryan Miller and Brian Lehrman over there.
Mr. Lehrman from Blend.
Catching up with those guys.
Blend.
Just the great people. Harley D's here. You know, Ross and his beautiful bride. I mean, just great people here. And it's just awesome to be able to be out. Tommy, again, thank you for having us, my friend. It's always a pleasure to be here.
I'll tell you what, guys,
Tavern.
I've missed you so much.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Been a while, so
there's Bronson McDuffie plays basketball with me on Sundays.
Who's that?
Bronson McDuffie over there. He's friends with Tyrone Johnson, the former Boilermaker.
Tyrone comes
in here all the time,
and he's a former North Central Panther.
Yes, exactly.
Like me. So
we're trying to get him on. We're trying to get him with us to play a little.
I actually haven't seen Tyrone in a while. He needs to get his butt in here.
Well,
so.
I'm trying to get him on Sunday down with us so I can whip a little bit of that ass.
Man, I need to watch that actually.
Right,
that'd be great. We should get a crowd and go down and watch.
See that.
Let's go down there with the JMB suck sign and hold it up.
I feel pretty good about that. Meantime, in the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline, here he is again. Kevin Todd on this Thursday joins us now. Hello, Kevin. How are you?
Guys, how you doing? And before I get into saying anything else, let me tell you, I gave your listeners last week the Eagles. I said they would win by 17. I just want to apologize. They won by 31.
Darn it, Kevin. But, hey, you know what happened? Those Colts come back, and they played a little bit better than we all thought they were going to, right, last week.
Yeah, I actually didn't think they had a shot in that game, and they had a chance to win it late, but Seattle drove down there and got a late field goal to win the game. But let me tell you, tonight's matchup, guys, listen, the Super Bowl is going through one of these two teams, either Seattle or L.A., because whoever wins is going to be in first place. And let me tell you, folks, if you're out there listening, you must be crazy if you don't give me a call for tonight's winner. I absolutely love this game. I own Thursday Night Football. Documented 28 since last season. All you have to do is give me a call at 888-320-7517. That's 888-320-7517. I'm giving you tonight's game absolutely free. And we're going to have a great weekend. We got the College Bowl playoffs. We got NFL on Saturday. We got college basketball. Everything has been kicking off, and we've been really making a lot of money in college basketball with the totals. So I'm telling you, folks, you want to make money. You want to learn how to treat this like a business, because I take the gambling aspect out of it. You give me a call tonight for this game, L.A. at Seattle. It's absolutely free. I'm putting money in your pocket first. You pick up the phone, you dial 888-320-7517. That's 888-320-7517. If you've been with me since week one and your average bet is $500 a game, you're up over $20,000 on the season. Give me a call right now. 888-320-7517. I'm putting money in your pocket first.
Kevin, it's awesome that you're giving out some great information here. I've got a little side question here, and this is more of a fandom in me. That Packer-Bears game Saturday night, and with the recent injuries that the Packers were laden with this past week, especially Micah Parsons being out, how big of a play? I mean, how do you look at that when you're looking at games? Do you see a key playmaker like that go down? How does that kind of shift your mentality on when you're capping games?
Well, when you look at something like that, if you remember last time these two teams played, it came down to interception in the end zone by the Bears, by Williams, for them ending up not winning the game or tying the game, and for Green Bay to cover. Does it make a huge difference? Yes, because Micah Parsons, he's one of the best there is in the business at defensive end chasing the quarterback. And as far as the receiver, Watson, there is rumors that he's going to be coming back this weekend, but who knows if he's even going to be 100%. The fact that the Bears are playing really good football right now, okay, and they're at home, it's got to mean something. So where they're going to play, also they got revenge on their mind, because I think Green Bay has beaten them so many times in a row that it's ridiculous right now. And the bottom line is, whoever wins this game is going to win the division as well. So it's going to be a great game to watch. I got no opinion on that game, so we'll see what happens. But I got the opinion on tonight's matchup, gentlemen. It's a huge play tonight. It's L.A. at Seattle, and it's yours free, folks. Like I said, I want to earn your business. You want to make money this weekend. You want to have extra money in the holidays because Christmas is on Thursday. I could put an extra few $1,000s in your pocket if you do exactly what I say, or say exactly what I say. You give me a call. I'm giving you the information for free. Don't be stupid. Pick up the phone. I'm putting money in your pocket. 888-320-7517. That's 888-320-7517. I gave you the Eagles last week on air as a free play. They won 31-0, and I'm going to give you another blowout. Let's look at this game right here. We got Jets at New Orleans. If you look at the Jets, they're on their third-string quarterback. They fired their defensive coordinator. They're basically telling you, folks, that they are throwing in the towel. So everybody out there that doesn't know what the Jets means just end the season. It's over for the Jets. They're playing New Orleans. They've won back-to-back games as dogs on the road against Tampa, at home versus Carolina. Now they're a favorite, and they're laying 5. I believe this is a gift. The Jets are throwing in the towel. They need a quarterback. They want to move up in the draft. Lay the 5 with New Orleans, folks.
Kevin Todd, go get that right now at 888-320-7517. Please don't tell me this is the final Thursday you're with us. Is this true?
Wait, was that Kevin Todd or was that Jordan Belfort?
Let me tell you what. Kevin Todd is awesome. Hey, Kevin, is this the last Thursday with us right here?
It is, because you have Christmas, and then you have New Year's Eve, and then there's no more Thursday night football. I will be back for March Madness, the first 2 rounds of March Madness on Thursday, to help your listeners out with a couple of winners in the basketball tournament. And then I'll be back for the regular season next year, because you have a great fan base. A lot of people have called. I've made a lot of your listeners a lot of money, and I'm going to plan on doing it again tonight. Folks, I'm telling you, L.A., Seattle, it's absolutely free. I'm putting money in your pocket first. Nobody does that. 888-320-7517, or go to my website, thesportsbrokers.com. And guys, listen, thanks so much for having me on. You guys are the best. I love giving you guys money to get you guys blitzed, and I'm going to do it again next year. And have a great Christmas and a great New Year's.
Hey, Kevin, same to you, my friend. I just want to let you know we're here downtown Indianapolis, just a couple blocks away from Lucas Oil, where the Final Four is going to be, at our great friend Tom Sutton's bar here called Coach's Tavern, which is a spot we hope that you're going to join us in to come to the Final Four.
Would love to have you, Kevin.
Come have
Merry
us
Christmas.
Here and get in town for the Final Four.
My word.
Hey, I look forward to it, and thanks again. Happy holidays.
Would love to meet you in person.
Hey, your listeners, another winner tonight in the NBA. Take the Pacers plus the points. Huge letdown.
Woo, Pacers.
Why is this spread 4.5? Like, what's going on here, Kevin?
I don't know. I'm telling you, I think the Pacers win tonight.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Hey,
Thank you, sir.
Kevin, seriously, we're all going to be here one of these days when you come into town, and we're going to hang out at Coach's Tavern and have a hell of a time. How about that, buddy?
Oh, listen to me. I'm not a big drinker, but I will definitely get you guys drinks and shots and food, whatever you want.
Hey, green tea's on us when you get
if
here,
you're
my
buying,
friend.
we're serving, okay? We love money.
I'll drink for you, Kev. I got your back on the drinking part.
Guys, thank you so much. Have a great holiday, all right? Be safe.
Hey, same to you, Kevin.
Happy holidays, Kevin.
Kevin Todd right there, 888-320-7517. Get that Thursday nighter right now. You know, it's funny. You know, a lot of people kind of listen to that and go, man, he's so bombastic. That's a good dude. Right
He
there.
is, man.
I like how passionate he is about his picks. He's like, he's into it, and I love it.
He's a good dude.
He'd be a fun guy to sit around and just have some drinks with and pick his brain a little bit.
Like, hey, here's my FanDuel account. You make my bets for me.
Hey, guys, we got to go about 10 minutes after 6. You guys good for that here?
Yeah,
that's fine.
So we got a couple of White Ass Open segments here with Brent Holverson and Tommy S. We're at Coach's downtown. Again, you get the Knicks and the Pacers, as Kevin Todd gave you that pick tonight, too. Mitchell Robinson and OG Anunoby available. No Josh Hart. And no Carl Anthony
that explains
Towns.
the line.
That's what he's going
Knicks
by here.
minus 4.5.
Right. And
I'm thinking,
that's
is
why.
this like a Vegas sucker bet?
They got a couple of dudes out, and we'll see about that with the Pacers and the Knicks later on tonight. But Tommy Yass and Brent rejoined. A lot of conversation on the other side. You got Alabama, Oklahoma coming up. You can watch that here tomorrow as well to find out who plays IU in the Rose Bowl, the college football playoff. You got the Thursday nighter with the Rams and the Seahawks and a lot more. The latest on the Colts and, unfortunately, the tragedy we have to talk about in North Carolina regarding the family of Greg Biffle, the NASCAR driver, a little bit earlier today as well. We'll take a break, come back with you live at Coach's Tavern downtown. Do not go anywhere. Stream the app. It's HD Radio. the AAA Membership Lounge via YouTube Live at 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
Welcome to Wawa. We're open 24/7, so when the sun goes down but everyone's still up, Wawa has your late night fuel. Headed to a hangout? Stop in for snacks and sodas. Binge your favorite shows with burgers and hoagies. Gather around the table with garlic knots and a cheesy Wawa pizza. Or just chill on the couch with fries and whatever milkshake sounds good. Your night just got a whole lot tastier. Freshly made burgers, pizza, and so much more. When you got a late night craving, you got a Wawa. Price and participation may vary by store.
Baseball great Lou Gehrig was known as the Iron Horse for playing 2,130 consecutive games. But it was his reaction to his greatest challenge, the fatal diagnosis of ALS, that made Gehrig a household name and a beacon of strength for all those facing the disease. The Live Like Lou Foundation honors Lou's legacy and inspires hope for a world where ALS is no longer fatal. Donate or volunteer today at livelikeLou.org.
Hey, John here for the spreadability of Win Schuler's high-level snacking crackers, chips, vegetables, maybe even on a burger, original sharp cheddar, bacon, and cheddar. Jalapeno pepper. You're going to find Win Schuler's spreadability, elite-level snacking at Neiman's Harvest Market in Carmel, Gordon's Food Service, and any Meijer location in the state of Indiana. Hey, take my word for it. The best in snacking, you need it. That is Win Schuler's. Tell them JV sent you.
Make this your year. Looking for a new career in the high-demand fields of IT and cybersecurity? Attend classes live online or on campus. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify.
Hey, we're growing hair again. It's just a phone call away, 317-522-2995. That's Darren Andrews with your opportunity, your option of real growing hair again. That's WeGrowHairIndy.com. So, if you're thinking about maybe doing something with the hair loss that you've noticed on your dome, 317-522-2995. I've been a client for 9 years. It has worked incredibly. It will work for you as well, especially now with the technology that gets even better with the boosters and such. That's 317-522-2995 or WeGrowHairIndy.com today.
Dan owed an unbelievable amount of money to the IRS.
I got behind on my taxes. It's a horrible feeling.
He was in denial.
And when I got those letters from the IRS, you wanted to act like they didn't exist.
Finally, Dan turned to Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima got me a settlement with the IRS. These people are really people-friendly. It was every bit of a new lease on life for me.
The fast action and the great results made Dan's head spin.
I felt like I was in a dream, but it's real, and I have paperwork to prove it. They got the job done, and life is good.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation.
If you're worried about what's going to happen with the IRS, stop worrying. Make the call now.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
JMV here for my friends John and Chris Love at Love Heating and Air Conditioning. Make sure your home is cozy and comfortable during these icy cold winter months. Need heating service? Tell them JMV sent you. If a repair is needed, Love will waive the $95 service fee. And should you need a new furnace, Love is a Heil Heating and Cooling dealer. Call Love today, 317-353-2141. Let Love and Heil take care of your home today. 317-353-2141. Tell them JMV sent you.
The Fan cares, and if you or someone you care about needs food assistance, we have resources for you, including food distribution locations with an interactive map. Also, learn how you can make a difference for friends and neighbors in need, all at 1075thefan.com.
With Wawa's Rewards program, you can rack up points on the items you buy every day, even fuel. Boost your totals with a breakfast sizzly. Score points with your morning coffee. With Wawa Rewards, points put the power in your hands. You can choose to redeem them for what you love most, like an iced latte for an extra pick-me-up or your lunchtime hoagie. Download the Wawa app today. When you gotta get rewarded, you gotta Wawa. Fuel rewards not available in New Jersey or were legally prohibited. See full details at wawarewards.com. Price and participation may vary by store.
It's BullseyeEventGroup.com. The Colts VIP tailgate presented by Hayes & Sons Restoration. Your Colts game day experience the best it can be. Log on and get your passes now. BullseyeEventGroup.com.
Friday on the Fan Morning Show, the Colts had their first practice of the week. What was the injury update on some key players? We'll hit that, and also the Pacers and the Knicks. Did Indiana finally beat a team over 500? We'll talk about it right here on The Fan.
The Ride with JMV.
Can you fly this plane and land it?
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
93.5 and 107.5. The Fan.
Ever.
Yeah. Oh, man, you guys are great. Thanks for joining us, Coach's Tavern downtown. The Larceny Bourbon Lock Saloon, Azul Tequila Shots, Week 16. Man, such a busy sports day to talk about. Tommy S. is here. He's the owner of Coach's. How you doing, Tommy? This is Michelle Kiefer. She's leaving right now.
Hi, Michelle. Have a great night.
We love Michelle Kiefer.
Thanks for all your hard
work. We love Michelle Kiefer.
We do love Michelle Kiefer.
Don't we? Brent Holverson also here.
Hello,
brother.
John.
How we doing? We got to go a little extra time, I think.
Oh, we got a little extra
6 o'clock.
time. Wow.
We normally call that anything goes, but we'll just anything goes between us
we got
three
Knicks
right here.
Pacers tipping off tonight.
We
7
do.
p.m. at the game.
Tommy S., we saw in that postseason some Knicks classics with the Pacers over here, didn't we, buddy?
Were you with me when we won the? Oh, you were with me. When
I was with you.
We took the title, the East title.
And then I did a little JMV takeover right after that, which
Yes,
is
you
just
did.
glorious right there.
Yes, you did.
So, yeah.
Obviously, things have kind of snowballed
Yeah.
for the Pacers this year.
That
but,
part has sucked. Yeah.
But you know what? These guys, they have a chance. Let's turn this thing around by the All-Star break. Let's get everybody healthy, get some chemistry.
We can't have that that whole Sunday fiasco. I don't want to see that. I can't watch the Sunday fiasco.
You got to beat those bad teams that come in front of you. And,
Yeah.
And Rick Carlisle called out the team after that.
And he should have, yeah.
And he was absolutely correct. That's why I love Rick Carlisle. He's a no-nonsense guy.
Can't put up with that garbage.
He will throw it at you and be like, why did you guys do this?
No doubt. Windshieler spreadability, too. Neiman's Harvest Market. You're going to find that in Carmel. Hey, all the Meyer locations throughout the state of Indiana. Man, Windshielers is elite level snacking on your cracker, on your chip, or whatever you're doing for Thursday night football. Maybe it's even hoop tonight or the weekend. Windshielers bringing home with the spreadability. Brett Holverson of Windshielers. Week 16 picks. Any thoughts? I know that you're dialed in on the Packers and the Bears. Thoughts on the Bears' movement possibility to Northwestern? There's zero way that's going to happen. Come on now.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
love
so
it, though.
either.
I love the thought. I love making fun of it.
Hey, I would actually love it and welcome it. I mean, another pro team in Indiana, and I mean, that's great for business,
I
right?
saw Mike Braun immediately get on this, and I'm like, okay, good.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, though. Again, I think it's a pure play to wake Chicago up and say, hey, give us some money or we're going away. And it's a pure, I think that's where their angle is.
Mike Braun once, we were doing this show, I think over at, where were we? Dawson's on Main back in May?
Tavern Tour, we did a
Tavern
Tavern Tour show there.
Yeah, with Chris Hill's place over there.
It was
So
a carb day, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah, and then a friend of mine came up to me and goes, "Hey, somebody wants to meet you," and so he pulls me aside, and I go back to a table, and it's Mike Braun and his wife, and Mike Braun, and this, and you know, politics aside here, this is not politics, but he said, "Hey, I know you don't like to talk about politics, but we can do sports and music." And I go, "Hey, there you go, right there, buddy." So he's from Jasper.
Found a common ground.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Jasper, Indiana, so we had a little common ground there as well.
Hey, sports and music go hand in hand. Put a little
always do,
put
buddy.
some good beverages in front of you, and it all makes it good.
Always do. There's no doubt about that. And Ross brought us these incredible shirts. If you guys are watching AAA Membership Lounge via YouTube Live, it is a Tavern Tour stop of the past year right here that Ross put together on a T-shirt because you, Brent Holverson, love the Grateful Dead.
Absolutely, and it kind of brings it all together, right? We talk music and sports and what we're doing out and visiting these awesome accounts with great people. It's pretty cool, though, like the listing to see all the Tavern Tour, 12 of them, right? 12 different Tavern Tour shows we did throughout the year. Kind of like that concert tour shirt where you see where they went and played.
I love that.
That's exactly what it looks like.
Front,
it's pretty awesome.
See, here's what's funny about it. You always had to have the front and the back concert tee because if you didn't have that, you didn't attend the concert. You know what I mean? You always had to have that. The front, like I have a Van Halen that has no back on it, and people go, hey, he didn't go, which is true.
You got that.
The front and back meant that you attended the concert.
Absolutely
That was a big
right.
damn deal.
It is a big damn deal. And, nowadays it's crazy. So I'm taking my daughters, right? Everybody they want shirts and sweatshirts.
Yeah.
And they're $60 T-shirts and $90 sweatshirts. And they just sell them out. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. But they have to have it. Next day they go to school. Boom, they wear it. I was there, So it's kind of a stamp that you were around there and people ask. And again, we love talking sports. We love talking music.
Yep.
That is a great way to show your fandom, if you will, getting back in. So.
Hey, Tommy, yes, what do you got working at the place not only tonight but this weekend too at Coach's Tavern?
I'll tell you what, tonight obviously we got a huge football game going on. We'll have that on for you. Knicks and Pacers in action. Saturday, hey, we got a little tournament over there at Gatebridge Fieldhouse.
Yeah, a little Indy Classic going on.
Butler taking on Northwestern and Purdue and
Auburn.
Auburn, yeah.
The great thing you have, Tommy, I mean, where you're at right here, you are directly almost catty corner across the street from Gamebridge.
One half block, you can throw a stone. And
you can sit here until 10 minutes before something starts.
100%.
Enjoy great
we
food,
did
great
during
beverages.
the postseason. Every time I drank about 15 beers right there.
Hey, you look great.
I'm foreman now too. You know that I've gone to Premier Weight Loss and they put these electric things on me.
Where they shake, they had those belts out. You have
Let me
one of
tell you
those?
what, that stuff is legit.
Is
brother. It is legit. It's like the equivalent of 180,000 sit-ups, which I would never do in a lifetime.
No.
But on Tuesday, I went up there and I did it in like 30 minutes. It was incredible.
Wow, that's impressive.
But I said, I got to have no pain, no gain. So I said, you got to crank this, whole electricity thing up just below electrocution because I wanted a little bit of pain. And I got pain, and I swear to you that it works right there.
Wow.
It does.
That's
Somebody
awesome.
give that a try if you haven't yet.
Hence why you're hanging out with Heather Locklear and doing what you do.
Hanging out with Heaven Locklear.
That
1986 Heaven Locklear.
That AI thing, Tommy S., looked real. didn't it?
How scary is AI?
It is super scary.
And Jason Hammer has perfected that.
He
That
has.
guy, wow.
There is
I can't
zero-
wait to see what he has in store for me. So
There was zero way that I didn't put a cap on that bad boy at the end of the night right there. Because you saw how in love she was with that AI in 86 and that AI.
You look like a real on couple right there. It was beautiful, man.
I
It
did.
was,
I look like a leading man right
You do.
there.
You really do.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
All right, guys, like 8 minutes on the other side. You guys good to go?
Absolutely.
All right, 239-1070. Kurt, if you want to roll in some calls, we can do it. Anything goes with Tommy S. and Brent Halverson and me, JMV, Coach's Tavern downtown. We'll lead you up to Pacer pregame. That's Pat Boylan and company getting you set for the Knicks and the Pacers. A little extra time for us on the other side. Dev's the on-site engineer. Chris and Ethan here live with us. Back in the studio, it's Kurt Geralds. We'll come back. A little extra time at 239-1070. Do not go anywhere. 93.5, 107.5, The Fan.
93.5 and 107.5 The Fan. Your home for indie sports. Now with even more ways to listen.
Listen on air.
Online at 1075thefan.com.
And on our free app.
Stay connected to all things indie sports, including the latest news, show blogs, and catch up on what you've missed with our podcast.
We're never more than just a click away.
Download our app at Google Play and on the App Store. From your home for indie sports.
93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
And from Moyer Fine Jewelers in Carmel, that's my man Dan Moyer making sure that you are covered up, certainly for the holiday season too. And in terms of this, in terms of making sure that you get the engagement ring as proper as possible right here, mention my name at Moyer Fine Jewelers in Carmel. You're going to get $500, not $50, $500 off your purchase now through Christmas Eve. Exclusions apply. That's MoyerFineJewelers.com. Also, understand this. This is a family-owned business. No gimmicks and the best lineup of engagement rings, jewelry, and watches anywhere. Hey, the brand names of watches, Omega, Breitling, and David Yurman. That and more for you all under one roof. And remember, this holiday season, if you're getting an engagement ring for that significant other, with that purchase, mention my name, get $500 off. That's Moyer Fine Jewelers in Carmel. Dan Moyer and Company, 146 in Carmel, or MoyerFineJewelers.com today.
Hey, Colts fans, Crown Royal is a proud partner of the Indianapolis Colts, and this season it's not game day without the generous spirit of Crown Royal. Whether you're at the tailgate, in the stands, or watching from home, Crown Royal is the reason and the reward for coming together. Grab a glass with the Crown Royal rig at a stadium near you, because we'll be sharing the generous spirit with fans across the country. Crown Royal, fueling game day with a generous spirit. Visit www.crownroyal.com/Royal Rig for more on the Crown Royal Rig Tour. Please drink responsibly.
This is James with Price Point Comfort Heating and Cooling. Out working during the holidays, I always love getting to customers' houses. They're baking, getting the free cookies or the cakes or things you're going to take home with you. Sometimes you're there helping somebody on Christmas Day, and it becomes a benefit. My wife's like, "Oh, you had to work today," and I don't tell her about the case of cookies I got in the truck that I got while I was at Mrs. Jones's house. So we're here if you need us. You're part of our family.
Price Point Comfort Heating and Cooling is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Do you spend half your day walking or standing while working? If you have foot, knee, or low back pain, the Good Feet store wants to help you like we helped Tony.
Pain that I experience the most is foot pain from being on my feet all day. You're having to kind of talk to yourself through the whole shift, like, I got this, I can do this. Before, I felt defeated, and now it's like, all right, let's go. I'm ready. A whole new life, like sunshine coming on.
And here's Dennis.
Working at an amusement park, it's always on your feet. I just couldn't take it. I just couldn't believe that putting these arch supports in made that much of a difference that quickly. Good Feet just took that pain away, and I could do my job and I could take care of my family. I know what my tomorrow is going to be. It's going to be positive and it's going to be pain-free.
You deserve a better life too. Stop into the Good Feet store today. We're located in Castleton by the Fashion Mall or in Greenwood, just off the 65.
Thanks to the Good Feet store. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Food insecurity is an urgent problem, one that impacts real Hoosiers. You can help today. Gleaners needs donations. Your contribution goes further with Gleaners. For every $10 you give, Gleaners leverages their resources to turn your $10 into $90 worth of groceries for families who desperately need help right now. Your gift benefits local community members, and every dollar counts. Gleaners also needs volunteers now to help with warehouse distribution. Go to gleaners.org and donate or get involved today.
Guys, thanks for helping me carry my Christmas tree.
Zoe, this thing weighs a ton.
Drewski, lift with your legs, man.
Santa! Did you get my letter?
He's talking to you, Bridges.
I'm not that.
Of course he did, right, Santa?
You know, my elf Drewski here, he handles the nice list.
An elf? I'm 6'3". What everyone wants is iPhone 17. And at T-Mobile, you can get it on them. That center stage front camera is amazing for group selfies. Right, Mrs. Claus?
I'm Mrs. Claus's much younger sister. And at T-Mobile, there's no trade-in needed when you switch, so you can keep your old phone.
Or give it as a gift.
And the best part, you can make the switch to T-Mobile from your phone in just 15 minutes.
Guys, my side of the tree is slipping.
Timber!
The holidays are better at T-Mobile. Switch in just 15 minutes and get iPhone 17 on us with no trade-in needed.
With 24 monthly bill credits for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Finance agreement, 256 gigs, $830. Eligible port in a new line. $100 plus a month plan with autopay plus taxes and fees required. Check out in 15 minutes or less per line. Visit T-Mobile.com.
No matter where you're headed, it's nice to know Hubler's got you covered for 200,000 miles. Visit drivehubler.com or any of the 13 Hubler locations.
It's BullseyeEventGroup.com, the Colts VIP tailgate presented by Hayes & Sons Restoration. Your Colts game day experience the best it can be. Log on and get your passes now. BullseyeEventGroup.com.
From the DriveHubler.com studios, this is 93.5 and 107.5, The Fan.
WIBC HD2, HD3, Indianapolis. The Colts take on the San Francisco 49ers on Monday Night Football. The coverage begins at 4:30 on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan and 97.1 Hank FM.
Overcoming drug addiction is difficult. The road to recovery is different for everyone. Find the path to recovery that works for you. Learn more at cdc.com/stopoverdose.
Barrington Jewels is your holiday home of the finest. The Fan.
I don't know what's in the background, but turn that son of a gun down because we got conversation to have. We got a little extra time here, a little anything goes. Coach's Tavern. Downtown with Tommy S., Brent Halverson, Larceny Bourbon Locks, Luna Zool Tequila Shots. Brent!
Hold on, let's let this song play out.
Let that soak
stop.
up.
Little trucking by the Grateful Dead right there, John.
Soak that Grateful Dead up.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, keep trucking on, baby. Come on.
Is somebody playing Grateful Dead on the jukebox? Is that what I'm hearing?
It's Brent. That's
back
Kurt
in the
playing that
station.
back.
Kurt,
That's our music. Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's outstanding.
So A mutual friend of ours, Greg Blunk from Mount Vernon. You know him very well. Brought up to me, would I ever want to be a part of my own bar? And I told him a little bit earlier. By the way, this is Brent Holvers and Tommy. It's a little extra time at Coach's Tavern here on the show today. And I said my idea was decades, where you would have multi-decades.
Now, don't sell our business plan
and
out
drink.
there in public.
Well, Tommy, I'm going to ask you because obviously what you've done with Coach's Tavern, I mean, you are a genius on this right now. Would a place, multiple decades of entertainment, food, and beverage, would that work in Indianapolis somewhere? Decades.
I think it would actually. I mean, you've got this Generation X. We're all
Correct.
Gen X.
Yes, we
correct?
are Gen Xers.
So, we were born in the 70s, grew up in the 80s, and we matured in the 90s. Well, some of us matured in the 90s.
Sure.
I matured like last year, but you have all these amazing music genres.
Yes.
80s, 70s, 80s, 90s, the grunge, the 2000s.
And I could bring it all to everybody right here with entertainment, with TVs everywhere, maybe some movies playing generationally, maybe food from different generations
I think it's
too.
an awesome
and beverage generations. And Brent, you brought up flashbacks.
Yeah.
That once upon a time was in Circle Center Mall, a part of what was the they had Gators and flashbacks, and then Brewskis in the Circle Center Mall. But this is like flashbacks, I think, on steroids right here. Decades.
Decades. I like the name.
Yeah.
I like the
I like the concept. Yeah,
hey,
right?
It's 80s night. Bring your casseroles in, everybody.
Right, exactly. Or, like taco in the bag.
We'll play some Van Halen.
But taco in the bag, or back in the 70s when you get a little disco going, or something like the Grateful Dead from the 70s, or the 90s with, you mentioned grunge.
You bring in Alice in Chains and Pearl Jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you could bring in some old, because all those bands are all on the road right now, too.
And, Q95, they say classic rock.
Yeah.
I tuned in Q95, they're playing
Pearl
Alice
Jam.
in Chains and Pearl Jam.
Yeah, they are.
And I'm like, I'm really this old now. So,
So Tommy, what do you think? Because you've done such a great job with coaches here downtown. Would a place like Decades, you think, work?
I think
Have a
it could
spot?
thrive in this town, actually. I think it's something that Indianapolis needs.
Decades.
It's something that people, again, from our genre, right?
Yeah.
Like you think, you see it here. Oh, God, I want to go jam to some Van Halen.
Yeah,
tonight.
and you have a different theme every night.
Yes, and your drinks follow the theme. Your food
you
follows
have
the
70s
theme.
night, you have a disco ball. And,
I'll take it from Gators, flashbacks, Brewskis, Quincy's, and Peppermint Twist in Beach Grove back in the day.
Twist, Locomotives.
Hey, how about that? Crafty Cockneys, Piccadilly's. All these different places that used to be no longer are around, put them all together in one
I think
place.
Indianapolis would love that because
I do too.
there's a lot of people still around Indy that have lived here their entire lives.
Yeah.
And they're asking about what used to be at this location. What was the name of this bar? What was the name of this restaurant? And it's like, man, maybe we need to bring that back, and maybe people would come out.
John,
You like my
idea?
idea?
I think it's an idea, man. I really do. I
wanna
think
put it
it's
all
awesome.
together. I'm in.
We might have.
I'll provide
It might have
all
happened
the
here.
entertainment.
Yeah,
Because
see,
I can do multi-decades here.
And you could do live takeover shows.
Yes.
From the
I can do live
Decades
shows just like this
facility.
right here.
Oh. Uh-oh. There
about
might be a business plan being stirred up over here.
Oh boy!
Watch out.
What did we just create a monster?
We might have.
Did.
We
Tommy,
might
yes,
have.
tell them about coaches.
Coach's Tavern tonight. Knicks, Pacers, Rams, Seahawks. Tomorrow night we've got Oklahoma, Alabama.
Yes.
Brent.
Who's going to go get beat by the Hoosiers in Pasadena?
Exactly. Brent, thank you very
Hey,
much.
John,
brother.
love you, Tommy. Thank you, my
Thank
friend.
you, guys.
NFL action, CFP action. We got it all for you.
Love you guys. Coach's Tavern, Large City Bourbon, Locks, Winners, Old Tequila Shots. I'll see you tomorrow. Whiskey Business, Pendleton Pike on a Bud Light Blue Friday. Thank you.
The road to recovery is different for everyone. Find the path to recovery that works for you. Learn more at cdc.gov/stopoverdose.
Barrington Jewels is your holiday home of the finest gifts, like breathtaking diamonds, emeralds, rubies, sapphires, and a wide selection of gemstones. Barrington also offers exquisite watch brands like Oris, Junghans, and Tutima, as well as fine pre-owned timepieces from many top brands. From watches to necklaces and pendants, earrings, or even an engagement ring, you'll find the perfect holiday gift at Barrington. Visit Barrington Jewels in in Clearwater Crossing. And remember, you haven't seen a diamond until you've seen a Barrington diamond.
107.5 The Fan and Franciscan Health present Good for the Heart Fridays. Listen to Jake Query every Friday to hear a heartwarming story from our local community. Jake knows firsthand the importance of heart health.